Hey, hey, good morning. Welcome everybody to another episode of the House of Nerd Show. I'm your host, Sergio, here with my lovely co-host Elle. And we got Steve, Steve from the Team Nerd Herd podcast hanging out with us today. My man, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Super excited to be a guest on the House of Nerd. I love what you guys are doing, man. You guys start my Sunday mornings on tip top shape, So thank you guys for having me, man. I'm super excited to be here with you guys.
Hey man, thank you. Appreciate the compliments. We're excited to have you too, man. We're digging what you're doing over at the Team Nerd Herd podcast with your YouTube channel and everything. So for those who might not be familiar to the Team Nerd Herd and what you guys are doing there, let us know what you're about, where you're coming from. Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself. Is basically what I'm saying. You
Oh,
know,
definitely,
you know.
definitely, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much, man. So I'm just one of nine people from the Team Nerd Herd podcast co-host, if you would, and
nine.
I'm from Southern California, born and raised, man. And this podcast kind of came up with just a group of guys that were missing San Diego Comic Con because that's where we all met, and we were
Mhm.
just saying, like COVID's here, we're not going to be able to get to see each other, so why not just talk soup, talk comics, and just joke around? So it's kind of like just a powwow, man. Just a barbershop talk and kind of just talking about pop culture and the things we love, man. So it's just a show that goes over and encompasses comics, movies, shows, and everything else pop culture, anime, manga, cosplay. So we're just trying to kind of really run the gamut and just cover everything in pop culture and the things that we love. That's it, man. Sharing it with the community and meeting different people from the community as well.
That's dope, man. So there's nine of you. You guys are like the Wu Tang Squad.
Yeah, man.
The
Somebody
Wu
got
Tang
to be
Clan.
that ODB, man, but we ain't found him yet.
Oh, okay, you guys don't have your ODB?
Nah, man. No,
Okay,
JR thought it
okay.
was him, but he's like the road manager. He just takes care of things.
So then I gotta ask. So then who are you in the clan
Oh man, I feel like
in the
I am
movie?
gonna be either Ghostface, man, or Raekwon the chef.
Ghostface or the chef?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
man. Two of my favorites in that group, man.
okay. Who would Elle be? Who do you think if she were to be? You
Um,
know what I mean?
I think there's a method to her madness, so maybe the method woman.
Ooh, ooh, this guy's smooth. You see what he did
Mm,
there?
yeah, because
Okay,
you're for sure ODB.
I'm OD. I'm the ODB.
Just with the words, I'm not sure of
Oh,
the in
Oh,
relation to.
wow,
wow.
wow.
Well,
The
I mean,
shade,
she
the shade
came
is
out me.
turning. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not
them
really
fighting
sure. They
words.
have a rotating roster. No,
Yeah,
you're like no. They
yeah. Someone comes up with a new name, like a new
Mhm.
creative name, and that's the new Wu Tang member right there.
Okay.
You're like
So, folks,
a Roger. Yeah,
did you
Or
say Roger?
Enrique.
yeah. You're like the Roger of the clan.
Al, you're embarrassing me in front of our
I'm
guest
so
here.
sorry.
Oh my goodness. This is
Hey, man,
this is
no
this is the
worries.
hip hop and comics episode, folks. So Al, I hope you brushed up on your hip hop knowledge. Uh,
Definitely did that.
Thank you, ma'am. That's much appreciated. Yeah, so listen, folks, hip hop and comics, man. These two cultures really have been inseparable. They've been tied together since hip hop's earliest days. A lot of influences influencing each other. So we figured, man, let's talk about the two cultures, the two genres, and how what they mean to each other, how important they are to each other. It kind of came in part this discussion from your IG handle there, hip
Oh
hop's
yeah,
and
man.
new comics collectibles. So where did that come from? What does that mean? What is the meaning behind of that?
So, this is just, I'm probably gonna be aging myself, man. But back in the AOL days, like I was looking for a screen name, and I was big. I'm an '80s baby through and through.
Okay.
So, for like we share the same thing, man. '80s, but we also have an '80s love for hip hop and '90s.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that was like a big resurgence of what hip hop was. It was the depth of hip hop, and I was involved. Like just it just kind of grabbed me, man. I started learning how to break dance throughout junior high school and high school. so much so that like my friends got to do it professionally,
Oh shit.
and yeah, I was probably the worst one, man. I'm probably the worst one. I'm like I could do a couple of things, but not too many things like they could do, but it just in coming up with a name, I was like, oh, like I go to shows, I like hip hop, I like MCing. I used to like go out to train yards with my friends. Not I wasn't never good at a lot of those things, but breakdancing was probably one of those things. I'm like, what's a good name?
What the trainers to tag?
Yeah, man, but like
Okay.
I had some
Not you
friends that
outing
were
him.
very talented. Yeah, I
Did you
mean,
commit crime when you
yeah,
did
yeah, right. I mean, did you ever get caught? I'm like, Sergio, we'll talk about that.
Hey.
Yeah. He's like, did you ever feel the cold hard steel of cuffs in the back of you? I'm like, yeah,
That's
but
so funny because I read it. I read your username as hip hop's enemy, so I was like, oh, he must really go hard,
he must really
freestyling
hate
and
hip
stuff.
hop.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
must.
but
Wow,
I just
tell us you're dyslexic without letting us know you're dyslexic.
What do you mean, hip hop's enemy?
Okay.
you missed the I L.
The
Hip
I.
hop's in me.
Oh, is that what it stands for? Hip
Yeah,
hop in me.
yeah, yeah. So just that's how the name came up. It stayed with me, and that's just it, man. I mean, I think, like you said, man, hip hop and comics go, they're like a marriage together, man. A lot of MCs kind of grew up reading comics and kind of influencing it and kind of woven, like, like putting it into their writing and everything like that. So
Hey
that's where
man.
the name came from, man. That's it.
Okay. I dig it. So we said to ourselves, myself and Al said, this is the perfect time to to get into the hip hops and comics conversation. So it's good to know where it came from. And so former b boy Steve.
Hip hop's
Wow,
enemy. Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man.
Former,
Former B-boy.
okay. Maybe folks, if we hit 50 likes on this video, Steve's gonna hit the breakdown. He's gonna rock the breakdown for us.
Yeah, I'll move the laptop camera down and I'll hit the ground but never come back up. I'll just be like sitting there like, well, guys, I thought this book was great.
Oh, and, man,
Juan, what's
listen,
going on? It's very early in the morning.
you can dance like a
Disagree.
worm. I can make my body more wormy. Okay,
Okay.
it's
A
good.
little
It's good to
collab
see.
going on.
It's good to see the homie Juan in the chat. Buenos dias, hombre. Thank you so much for
We're,
coming
we're gonna get the
through.
cipher going and all these people are gonna start dancing, guys.
Hey, Al, you're supposed to drop a freestyle.
What's that?
You're supposed to drop a freestyle.
Mm.
Where's it at, man? We had the beat playing in the intro.
Yeah,
What's
as
good?
soon as that end broadcast hits, that's exactly when it's gonna start.
No, man. Come on
Yeah.
now. You can't disappoint the fine folks at home.
Yeah, she's gonna come off the camera and just like hit us with 8 Mile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These poor people aren't gonna be able to witness the greatness, Elle. Come on.
No, no, thank you.
A little birdie, a little birdie. Oh my God, Leah was was
Uh-huh.
was was talking about how you got some bars,
Okay,
So
so this is what happened actually.
okay,
So sometimes Leandra and I will make music together for fun.
okay.
And we do have a song called Tainted Meat that we put on our personal iTunes. You can't search it. And we sampled The Walking Dead. when he's like, you're eating tainted meat. And
Wow.
we have a song, and like I wrote majority of it, and then she rapped, which is funny because we should have done it the other way because she could sing and I can't. And so I sung the hook and she rapped. But we should have. You're like, when was this? Like a long time ago? No, it was not that long ago.
Yeah, you
Last
need to
night,
go platinum with that.
last night.
No, it's just something that we do when we're
Oh
bored.
my God, I'm dying right now.
Hey, listen, Leah, please,
No.
por favor, drop the link into the live chats for us. We need to hear this heater. Uh,
Can we at least hear the hook?
Yo, at least come on, give us a little taste. You can't.
I told you what the theme of the theme was, like, from what's her name? I forget her name now. Sasha. It's from Sasha's point of view about Bob. And it's about tainted meat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so listen, folks. If you're watching, hit the like button. if we get one more like, that's it, just one more like, uh, we're releasing this track,
Go ahead and
uh,
start hitting the dislike
the
button.
tainted meat track. So if you're enjoying the content, if you're
What
digging the
happens if they
show,
hit the dislike button though? I mean,
oh
do they get
man,
more? I think they should get
Yeah,
more, right?
they should get more.
exactly,
They should get the full song.
Then we're gonna get Sergio on it, and Steve will be dancing for the video.
oh man,
Hit those
okay,
likes, guys.
It
oh,
doesn't
Just
like.
those likes.
wow, and I want to give a shout out to Juan in the chats, man. Because listen, this guy's energy is incredible. I didn't, I dropped the ball. I didn't. I think you posted him anyways on the socials, right? Al?
Mm-hmm.
My man Juan created a couple, like a bunch of different beats, just in kind of in honor of today's episode, today's show. Uh, and I think he dropped a little freestyle for us, man. So while you guys are doing your thing, talking, let me see if I can get that and share it
Oh,
later on.
sidebar, Steve. He can't multitask. So if you want
Oh,
to
I
go ahead
cannot.
and carry the show now, Steve,
Oh,
cool.
you,
So,
you're
yeah,
putting the
Ramon.
pressure on the guest.
She's like, I bequeath you the yeah,
Yes,
the roles right
I'm
now.
bequeathing you the role of co-host. You know what? Let's make
Beef
it
queef,
bequeath.
beef queefing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
beef queefing. Well, we're gonna go back to that
Oh
track.
man. I mean, you got to get it right once, but you got to reiterate
Bequeath.
what. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
I
man.
said it
Okay.
properly.
Yeah.
Where's Cookie with the beef? What was her one? The 7 layer queefarito
Queefarito.
or something
Oh,
crazy.
oh my God.
Beefarito. Oh man, that's shenanigans.
That's going down the rabbit hole right there on
Before we get
precisely.
moving
Literally.
on with the show, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's making this live chats live already, man. We got Aaron Hall. What's going on, my man? Always good to see you, buddy. And then
Morning.
of course we got Juan. He's talking about his Cajun food. Okay, bro. I love Juan's comments. It's always the most random stuff, but I appreciate it. We got Charles Chuck Satterley. What's going on, my man? Kickstarter. Hey, Chuck's got a Kickstarter popping off on Monday. No, no.
Hmm. I will drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, man. We'll drop the link. Who else we got? We got Raging Cajun. What's going on, my man? It's good to see you, buddy. And then Dragon Ranger was good, homie. Dragon, it's been a minute. Dragon, how you doing, buddy? And then I think Inja said everybody hi to what's up, but
Ninja the Beheader
but
Binja.
but I don't know if she said what's up to me. Look at that.
Is
We're
that
all
necessary?
man. Look at that. Oh, Cookie is in the chat.
Hmm.
Cookie is in the chat. Cookie, what was your 7 layer? Hit us with that one time.
What was your seventh layer?
Yes, sir. Oh, see, there you go. That one you throw up, eh?
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, look,
She's
look.
in love.
And just saying hi to everybody. Everybody. Where's my what's up?
I
That's
mean, I think
wild.
she said it in the beginning, brother. Like,
Oh, did she?
to good
That's wild.
morning to all.
Why you keep throwing that
What
one up?
happened? What happened?
What are you doing?
I don't know. It must be an error, like
Get out of
a
here. Get out of
technical
here.
error. I don't know why it
Get out of
keeps.
here. Hey, Kaiser. Thank you so much for coming through, my man. Appreciate everybody. If I miss anybody, but yeah, man.
Oh, we disrespecting people offline?
I didn't forget. Oh, okay. Okay, she was. I guess she didn't take too kindly to me calling her out. Al, you were a guest on Jeriel's Q's and Sheena's show.
Yeah.
When was it? Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, you got mad love right there, man.
Oh, my guy. You see, that's what I'm talking
Look at
about.
this.
Raven
Manny, I
Cajun,
forgive you all of your Spider-Man takes.
a real
Oh,
one. Thank you, Manny. There you go. There's my peoples, man. I was feeling left out, but Raging Cajun. How
No,
many hearts do you
no,
got?
Manny
Look at that.
said good morning to everyone but Sergio.
Okay.
We
Okay.
love
oh,
you.
okay. And he waved. Dang, I
Anyway.
misread that myselh. I misread that
Oh,
myself.
I
Yeah,
misread that. Oh, he said, oh,
yeah.
damn,
Oh, that was my bad,
man.
Sergio. My bad. But
Okay,
we could
bro.
go back to Raging Cajuns comics and
Let's go back one
I'll
time.
go.
Boom. There
He's
you
kind of
go.
like Emilio, but it's Sergio. It's like Sergio. Did I get it right? No? Yeah. In my head, that's how it's played
Let's
out.
just leave that.
Man, Manny,
How do you pin
we're
comments?
just we're just gonna we're just gonna leave that comment up the whole
The
show,
whole
eh?
show.
Oh my gosh.
Uh
We got
oh. Juan said get along.
get along?
He said get along.
Yeah. Team meeting.
Team. No,
Team meeting.
you gotta sing it like over the beat he made.
Oh man.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
listen. Hey, listen. So again, folks, today hip hop and comics, man. We're gonna get into that. But first up, we're gonna get into a little bit of week in review. It's the
Oh.
segment where we talk about our favorite reads of the week. Uh, excuse me. So let's ma'am,
I forgot the order. I'm
ma'am.
sorry. I forget it every.
Team meeting for real. Team meeting for real. Okay, here we go. Let's go. I saw what you did there, Al.
That was an accident
Caught
too.
that. I
I
caught
clicked.
that.
Yeah.
I caught your shenanigans, man.
Now drop it.
You're gonna make it. I have to drop it again now. I have to drop it
What?
again. Charles's group hug. Group hug.
Group back.
Group hug. One time, homie.
Manny said he's agreeing.
One's right.
It's cute. Yeah.
That's
He's
the
gonna. You guys are all gonna get along.
We can all get along.
Hey, we got Vivacrux. Alakazam. I like that username. And that's a dope
That's
profile
my
pic.
older brother.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's
Man.
Marcus.
Oh, okay. What's going on, my man? He said he's talking about Joe Budden.
Don't.
What is?
Blocked.
I'm curious. What is the vote? Where we at right now for the vote?
I think it's 100% Lil Bow Wow.
Oh, what? That is a disrespectful
So
What?
thing I've ever said. Bow wow.
He said
I got a
basketball is my
poll up.
favorite sport.
This is terrible. You guys are only 13% voting for Big Pun. Come on now.
Oh,
You didn't even
Yeah.
vote for a Big Pun.
We got
I mean-
20% Rakim, for Jay-Z leading with 40% and Nas 27. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Put
They
some
need to
respect on
switch it up.
Nas and Big Pun there, people. Oh man. Okay. Hopefully the numbers fluctuate a little bit by
Juan, I have
the
a
end of
lot
the
of
show.
brothers.
Juan, you can't get anything by Juan. He's got a good
No,
man.
he's not.
Jesus, man. He's
He
like,
said,
he's
wait
like,
a
oh
minute,
man,
didn't you already have a brother?
you can't have more than one. Huh? Come on now.
He said West Coast is better. The West Coast
Okay.
is better.
Okay. So week in review, where we talk about our favorite books. Steve,
Yes,
what
sir.
did you get into this week, my man?
Oh man, I got into a Little Monsters issue 2, man. I read issue 1. I love Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. I love that team, and I'm on a Jeff Lemire kick, man. I read May's book. It's different genre, but Little Monsters was a great start. It got me sucked in immediately, and issue 2 kept me hooked in. So I'll probably keep that for another week, man. I like the dialogue and what Jeff Lemire does in his books, man, all the time. His writing down from, Black Hammer to present now. I mean, I'm just falling in love with all this stuff. I have to read. I know a lot of recommendations for Ascender and Descender. So the art is very similar to that, very reminiscent of that. And I like the usage of like the black and white and the red. Like the artwork is just amazing, and then just the storyline. I'm kind of waiting to see what opens up more in like issues 3 and kind of going further, because I'm a horror guy, dude. So like for me, this called right to me immediately.
You're a big horror guy, big vampire guy.
That, yeah, like starting with Jeff Lemire's it is Gideon Falls, man. When I read that, I was like immediately a fan. So I'm hoping to see if we strike twice. I mean, it doesn't look too graphic as far as like the gore. I mean, Gideon Falls was a little more sinister to me, I felt like. But I'm digging Little Monsters, man. I like the direction it's going. I like that the town hasn't been inhabited for like hundreds of years, man. You've got these kids just running rampant, just trying to get out and see the world. And then the second issue just kind of opens up to, one of the kids leaving, and I think it's Rami that left, and then Billy came in, sees a guy under a rock that just like because they were already had like a Billy and him had a scuffle or just a interaction that wasn't well. And as he
Mhm.
threw something, these rocks fell on him, and he left. And in comes no, Rami leaves. In comes Billy and just takes you know, a little munch at him. Comes back to the group, and he just it ends that way. It leaves you on a cliffhanger. So I'm like, all right, you got me for issue 3.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a big twist, Sergio. You're gonna love
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to
Big.
spoil it. I hate spoilers, and I don't like to spoil it because then you got the group chat saying thanks, thanks.
They're actually not vampires. They're werewolves. Sorry if that was a
You
spoiler.
you
I
better
didn't
be
want to say
playing.
it.
You better be playing now. You better be playing. I was a notorious spoiler. So
Am
we got to
I?
be careful
No,
around that.
me?
Notorious.
I had to
Notorious.
be I had to be quiet about it because I didn't want to be shown on the way out. I mean, in the group chat, Elle showed me the door.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the show. I
Yeah.
mean, if I get shown the door,
Yeah.
That's
It's just
wild.
me removing your little box up here and just
Oh
disappearing.
man.
and he's gone. Yeah, but Elle, because you spoiled it and you said it. I mean, I feel actually better, so I'm safe, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, I haven't read. I really enjoyed issue number one of Little Monsters. So I'm looking forward to number two, but I haven't had the chance to read it. But what did you think, of
Yeah,
on
it takes like the same tension as the first issue, the same slow burn, but then at the very end, something happens and it's like, oh, this, like it ups the ante. The stakes are, even we know what the stakes are now. That's a pun because vampires and stakes.
Oh, oh, oh,
Ah,
You get it?
I
Go
see.
ahead and laugh.
You're so clever.
I mean,
Thank you.
she's
You're
a
so
hip hop
Me?
clever.
artist. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Oh
call me
man.
a lyricist, if you will.
Oh man. Oh
A
wait,
word a
we're waiting for those
wordsmith.
buttons.
A wordsmith.
Oh, wordsmith. So
With
Al,
the
I'm
money.
gonna put in a little request. Uh, um, if you're able to get to Juan's video, because I couldn't.
Oh yeah,
I'm logged out of the email for whatever reason. Did you change the password? Did you change the codes?
I
You changing
did.
the codes on me?
I changed it to
Unreal.
"Are they vampires?"
Oh,
Question mark
man.
exclamation 1 2 3.
But so Steve, so issue number two of Little Monsters, just as good. So you're saying there's a big twist?
It's
Is they
better.
taking the
It's
Yeah,
better.
story?
it's
Yeah,
better.
Oh,
it's
really?
better.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with Elle. It's a slow burn, and usually that's how it starts, right? I mean, he's giving you the details, kind of setting the premise, and then he
Mhm,
leaves you with a cliffhanger. This issue 2 was perfect, so I'm
mhm.
ready for issue 3. I highly recommend it. If you like
Hmm.
Jeff Lemire and you're a fan of Dustin Nguyen's art, and you're a fan of both of them together, I would pick it up. Just pick up issue 1 or 2, and if you wanted to wait for the trade, you could do that. But to me, I like to get them right off the press on Wednesday, man, and just crack at them.
Hmm.
You're a Wednesday warrior as well. Boom, first thing.
Yeah, pull list and all, man. And then I might
Okay,
grab a couple others, man. Dusty fingers digging through crates and comic books, man.
I'm with that, man. I'm with
Hmm.
that, and I thank you
Nice,
for
man.
confirming that the last name is pronounced. You said Nguyen, right?
Nguyen,
Yeah,
yes.
Al keeps pronouncing it
No, let
Nguyen.
me let me tell you how
Nguyen. I told you, Al. It's not a hard
Sergio
D. You
Sergio,
better stop. You
the
better
way
stop,
he
Al.
hooked on phonics his way through that last name. He sounds out every letter.
We got Sheena in the live chat. What's up? Good to see you. Archie coming through.
Archie, what's
My
going
man, what's going on, buddy?
AF Pack.
Yeah. I don't know who I saw calling him Archie, but I'm like, that's a lot easier than architectural foam panels and columns.
I call him AF Pack, but I believe it was I saw
I think it's
Ninja calling him
Ninja.
Archie.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
And I just
So I'm
followed
rolling
suit.
with it. Yeah, I like
He's
that.
they're like, not all the work I put into making sure I had a cool username to be called Archie.
Oh, imagine. He's like,
Oh,
I am
imagine
talking to
that's
Paul.
their real name is Archie and you guys are just laughing. Do you
He,
want me
he
to add to stream?
at this moment,
Yeah.
can you add it to like the queue or
Yeah, it's in the bottom.
oh it's in the bottom? Okay, so we'll get to that. In
So
a
Sergio, was that in your pull list? Did you get Little Monsters as
I
well?
did, yeah, I picked it up for sure, bro. I didn't get the chance to read it, but it like is legit. It's at the top of my. It's the
Okay.
first book I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
From the new releases. So looking forward to that one because the art, the pacing of issue one was fantastic. So,
Oh
um,
yeah.
was there anything else that you read this week that we can talk about?
Let's see. I did skim through Batman Beyond just because it's been forever since that title's have dropped. So I'm like, let me get this,
Hmm.
and it's right here. Right, and my comic book store, my LCS usually gets signature series,
Oh no
so they have
way!
the creators sign it, which is
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, but this was a good issue. This was a good. I mean, I'm more of a Marvel guy, but I find myself picking up DC here and there.
Okay.
But more of an indie. If I'm really being honest, like I read more indies than anything. But I wasn't able to pick up. Brother JD is in the chat, man. But he's a big Batman Beyond fan. Always talks about it. Is lucky enough to find covers out in the wild just like that. So this is the closest I'll probably ever get to that. So in reading that, um,
Oh,
no,
that's
Sheena,
not somebody with a car alarm in the background.
Who's that?
that's
Is that
definitely
me?
not me.
Is that me? That might be me.
No, it was me.
Oh, was that you? Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
had to throw off the scent, like.
Oh man. And Al, you picked up that nice the was it the ward variant?
Yeah,
The Batman
I
Beyond?
wasn't gonna pick it up physically, but I had to go to that side of town. My local shop is like kind of far now. It's like over an hour away, but I had to go over there for something, and I had
Okay.
store credit because I was not gonna spend real money on it. No
You
shade.
you were gonna spend wow. Okay, so we'll get into that during our copper drop, I guess. Well, man,
Mhm.
okay. Al, what did your week look like?
I guess I think we have slides. I
Oh,
read. I read.
oh,
Oh,
ma'am,
you
ma'am,
wanna
Oh,
you wanna
ma'am.
show?
Wow,
Um,
wow.
guess
Okay.
we're not gonna talk about what
Team,
I read this week.
team meeting for
I
sure.
read. I think I read a lot. This I did read Little Monsters. I liked it. I read the Joneses #1. I
ooh,
liked it. Um, like again, AWA does that thing where the art on the outside makes you not want to buy the book,
mm-hmm.
but the art was actually really good on the inside. I read She Hulk. It's cute. Um, I feel like I. So my #2 pick is Alice.
Yeah.
Ever
So
I
After.
is this a twist on Alice in Wonderland? I'm
No,
guessing.
no, it's a twist on Snow White.
God,
Wow.
L.
What
Hey,
is
yo,
that?
Sergio, I'm in between you guys, so I'm gonna split you guys
Yeah.
apart.
Thankfully, thankfully,
Hold on.
I'm just waiting. Just something you know.
He
Yeah.
said he emphasized the. Yeah, just like I know what
Yeah,
that means. He's just
just
like,
a little
I
bit. Just
there
a
was
little
space
bit.
between us.
Oh man.
Oh wait, you didn't even do the banner. Mm.
Al, you dropping the ball. Boom. Okay, there we go.
Told
There
you
we
guys,
go.
I'm feeling a touch under the weather.
Oh,
Um,
gosh.
a touch. So yeah, it's a twist on Alice in Wonderland, wherein kids are actually given like a Wonderland kind of pill, psychoactive pill when they're kids, but this Alice never stopped taking it,
Oh, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Whoa.
and it's funny too because there's this is her dealer, her pimp, more or less, Morton.
Her
and then you
plug.
got yeah, her plug, and then you got
We don't say dealer. That's don't
oh, okay.
You're the
And
okay.
chef.
then you
Mhm.
have the city chamberlain, Mr. Proud, Earl Proud up here. He's like Captain Save-A-Ho. He's like, no, I'm gonna get her out of this life.
Captain
And
Save. Well, we can't save them all. We can't save them
you
all.
can't save them all.
And
And
he
he
got
has
an
a
excellent mustache, though, I must say.
the pimp Morton. He's
Yeah,
not a pimp. Stop. He's a drug dealer. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
What
That
did
He's a
you say to
pusher,
call him?
a
A
pusher.
pusher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that middle panel there.
peddler, if you
You
would.
got that.
Oh
That
yeah,
pimp.
I put that in there for you. I thought you'd like it.
Okay, one time, pimp hand strong, yo. My guy.
And
Yeah.
she's still like, okay, but I'll give it what you need. And he's like, yeah. And anyways, he doesn't see a fruitful rest of the story, but it's so funny because she goes home and she's like, her family and her parents are like, or her sisters are like, I think there's something wrong with Alice, like blah blah. And Alice is like, peace out. And she disappears to go in her room to pop some pills,
Mm.
and she just
Wow.
passes out immediately. This is Snowdrop and Kitty, and then this is like the when she's in Wonderland, the art switches up.
Damn, the
Uh,
Mad Hatter's real high. Look at the look on that guy's face.
and I don't know if it's like the world is like interconnected, like to other, but it's an interesting take on it. I don't think it's anything new, but it's unique enough to where I'm invested. Like I'll read another issue.
That's a very interesting premise, though. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds wild. Who's publishing this one?
Boom.
Boom
Oh, it's
Studios, yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
eh?
And
Oh,
they even have like a Campbell variant cover, and it reminded me of like the old like what publisher is that? Is it
Top Cow.
Xenoscope?
Top Cow. Oh yeah, Xenoscope, right?
Yeah, the ones that have like the superhero, not superheroes. The they always do like those real sexy
okay.
um, fairy tale characters.
Yeah. The
Like kind
fantasy
of.
stuff. Okay.
I mean, look
Um,
look at Alice the way she's looking in that last panel. Like
hmm
she has something up her sleeve. I
And
mean,
it's cool because like she still has her innocence. Like she's still very childlike. And everything's coming down on her, but I think in this setting she never got the opportunity to grow up,
Mm-hmm.
and her being like reliant on these pills is not it's not presented like her being a junkie. It's more like she doesn't know how to exist outside of that world because she's been pushed on these pills since she was a little kid.
That's all she knows.
Mhm.
Okay.
the life chose her. You know.
Mhm.
Man, how did I sleep on this one? This sounds
Yeah, me too. I'm like
yeah.
I'm ashamed of myself. I gotta go back and pick this up.
I'm gonna pick it up for sure.
There's a Frozen
Definitely.
cover, gorgeous. It's the covers are so good for this one.
Did you got a screener of that one?
Nope.
The prison? No. So you're just gonna tell us about it, but not show us.
Give us a little
Yeah.
taste,
Interesting.
as a pusher would
It's
say.
it's
Interesting.
giving Regal. It's giving Pink. It's giving Alice in Wonderland.
Oh man.
They're really cool.
Okay. I'm
Hmm
I'm I'm gonna. Is the prison? Is that like just a regular variant, or is it like
Yeah,
an
it's like a
intensive?
B cover, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna see if we can pick that one up.
There
Okay.
was like a whole bunch of them at the shop yesterday, like over like a bunch. So I'm assuming a lot of people just slept on it.
I'm surprised you didn't pick it up.
Because I already had bought the digital,
Oh, okay. That's fair.
and I don't have room. And the covers are cool, but they weren't cool enough, you know.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
That, and I knew I was dropping bank today because I need that Tau bunny mask that drops later today.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah,
Okay.
Do you have a preview of that one?
sure don't.
Oh, you're gonna get it though, eh? You're gonna share it with us in just a second, because that shit is dope.
Oh,
That is
Inja,
fire.
what happened there?
So Sheena, you're familiar with the prison then, eh? I wonder if anybody, yeah.
Can somebody?
I was about to
You
say,
start
can anybody
crying.
share? But then I'm thinking about the no, that doesn't. I don't think that's how this that's how this
Here, let's
works.
throw this one out.
That one kind of hurt. Yeah.
Wow,
I
Ninja.
mean, that's what there's a reason why they call her the beheader Binja. Sergio.
Is that what they call her?
I call her that. She's a samurai, man. Like,
Man, she's not
with honor and code and everything. There goes your head
okay. Okay.
flying out.
Okay. And look at Juan co-signing.
Mhm.
Wow. And look at that. He's like go off. Go off.
Yeah. When I see Juan, I'm just gonna hit him up with a 1, 2, 3. Like the most Steph and Talib Kweli.
Oh man. No, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this one up. I'm gonna have to pick this one up. Okay. I'll come through with the Rex. Did you have a
I'm
number
trying to
one pick?
pull up the.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I do have a number one.
Oh, well then. Well then.
Hold on.
What
Let me.
was the number one pick, Al? I gotta
Oh,
know.
it's
I might
it's
have passed
there.
it up.
You probably didn't. It's probably your number one.
Let's
Oh
see.
yeah?
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
Okay.
Where did this
So
one?
you, oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, my number one
Mhm.
pick was Apache Delivery Service number four. It was the end of the series. It kind of gives some backstory into Sobrat, the antagonist. He classic serial killer backstory. Hurt people, and he had a really. I didn't put the panels in here, but you know, content warning, if you will. There is some abuse before this that was done to him, and
Okay.
then he ends up, he said he was like a biologist. He said I had an interest in biology, and it showed how he would traverse war zones because he knew that people wouldn't be looking for serial killers in war zones. So it kind of
Whoa, that's
showed his
crazy.
journey and stuff. And it's funny because I
I like
didn't
that.
even notice this the first time I read it, but when he's closing the door, if you look behind him, there's
Oh yeah.
corpses in there, and so these are his like souvenirs that he keeps, and so it's really cool. The story concluded, which I really appreciate. I think Matt, how do you say his last name?
Matt Kent. Kent.
Kint.
Mm-hmm.
I think he concludes stories very well. So sometimes I don't like an ending to a story, but I find that his endings are satisfying. They're satisfactory, and they actually had like sensitivity and cultural consultants on this because it's called Apache Delivery Service. Uh he's a soldier and he goes AWOL with
Mm-hmm.
Sobrat to find some gold, and then they encountered this what would you call it, like not a village. Is it a village? Anyways, it's all women and they're protecting the gold, and it's really cool. Do you recommend? It ended. It's only 4 issues, so I guess you could wait for the trade at this point. But it was
Okay.
really good. I really liked it.
I've been hearing good things about this. I haven't checked it out though.
Hmm.
I really dig Matt Kent's work. I got on Fear Case and I enjoyed that as well. It was 4 issues as
Same
well.
art team.
Yeah, same art
Hillary,
team.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
really good.
Tyler and Hillary Jenkins.
Hmm.
Oh,
The
really? Eh?
Jenkins. Yeah, I actually picked up the cover. I haven't had a chance to read this just yet,
Hmm.
the close, but I've been on it too. So you'd be proud of me. But did you get this cover? This cover is
No.
awesome. It's
That's
same
wild.
same artist, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's strictly a cover by for on that cover. But I've
Oh,
been
it's
digging the
Dark Horse
story.
too, eh?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Dark
Okay.
Horse is usually good. They'll keep you with 4 or 5. I know
Hmm.
Daisy. I think it's right now is in issue 5. I've enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. I can't wait to crack that sucker open and read it.
And that
Yeah.
looks like a cardstock variant, eh? Is it or no? That
Mm-mm.
cover that you just, or it's
No,
regular?
regular paper, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just off the print. Bam.
I was gonna say because I know Dark Horse doesn't really ever do cardstock, eh?
Mm-mm. Yeah, no.
It's just that thinner. They tend, anyways. But okay. Raging Cajun, my guy.
Whoa,
Oh,
Raging
oh,
Cajun. I
oh.
think you got that out of order. If you put that in alphabetical order, please, and then repost it.
Juan knows what's up. The house is always divided.
How come you're giving him a chance to repost it when you last time you sent me on my way out?
Steve, you're here now. That's what
True,
counts.
true, 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 true. As I digress.
Hey, so
As
hey,
I
we got Tara. Oh my goodness, Tara, it's so good to see you, man. I hope everything is well over on your end. Very very nice to see you, Madame Tara. One of our favorites here. What a sweetheart.
Oh,
Uh,
imagine if I got words of praise. How much
I
better
mean,
the show might be.
I mean, if you do something to deserve the praise, no doubt you'll get
Oh,
the praise. But I mean, I'm
the group chat's gonna be blowing up.
you still
Thanks, Al.
waiting on that. Still waiting on that, Al.
Well,
Come on, come on, let's go.
Oh wait, you want to remove the banner? Unprofessional.
Very unprofessional. Very
What are we doing
unprofessional.
now?
team meeting. Team meeting.
So no, but that's cool. Two very interesting reads there. I think no, 100%. I'm gonna check out that Alice that Alice book, man. That looks dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the
Um,
bandwagon.
so for hip hop in comics, we decided that we're gonna read where's that? Boom. 12 Reasons to Die. 12 Reasons to Die. This is a book featuring you see it right there. Now again, what's going on, my man? Featuring Ghostface Killah. And this is a book. Oh, so this comic is based on the concept album of the same name by Ghostface. Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
just gonna leave that up there, eh?
No, my
I'm over
internet is
here.
going out.
Oh, okay.
My no, I swear, my
I
internet glitched out.
I see how it is.
My feelings aren't hurt or anything like
No.
that.
No, no, not at all. She was just gonna leave that up the whole. I'm like, oh man. But yeah. 12 Reasons to Die. So what's crazy? This is written by Matthew Rosenberg of Four Kids Walks into a Bank fame, and he's currently writing What's the Furthest Place from Here, another book, that's heavily influenced by music. So it's written by Matthew Rosenberg and Patrick Kinlan, who his claim to fame is Frontiersman for Image. I don't know if you guys have read that. I haven't. Um, and it features writing credits from Ghostface and RZA the Abbot, artist Bruno Tamura, Gus Storms, um, lettered by Jim Campbell. Lettered by Jim Campbell. He's all over the place, man. So I was very surprised to find out all these amazing creators have worked on this book. I think this came out back in like 2013 or so. Um, this is a book. Uh, it's two stories, right? Two stories being told in here. One set like it seems like it's set late 70s, early 80s. It's a crime drama, a revenge story featuring Tony Stark's as his rise through the mafia underworld. This book is set in Italy, which is cool, something different. We don't see that too often. Um, I would compare it to almost. You guys familiar with the movie Once Upon a Time in America?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
Right?
100%, hundred
Dope
percent.
film like, with a fusion of like horror element, greed, betrayal, lust, sex, brutal like violence. Just this book is wild, guys. This is like crazy from like the first panel, pretty much. Al was texting. We were just going back and forth. Like these panels is crazy. We'll get into that in a sec. So yeah, set in the crime world of Italy. Um, you got Tony Stark's. Uh, he's trying to come up in the ranks of the DeLuca family, right? Which is 12 families, and this is a book. It leans heavy into like the racism that he's facing, um, the prejudices, the stereotypes because of his skin color, right? He can only go so far, so high
Hmm.
in this network because he's black, right? Um, very very like this is like heavy on the violence, but like it's not what's the word, guys? Not like
I thought the violence was pretty out there. I mean, they really detail it well because I mean, you're going into like a mafioso type of family, right? So
oh,
I mean, basically, Tony Stark was to their point, their errand boy. They didn't give him as much as respect. He was
mhm,
the guy that they basically the nightmare that they sent in to get information to off people. I mean, he was like a specialist into what he did, but he
yeah,
wanted more with the DeLucas, and I mean, they made it perfectly apparent that they did not want him. They didn't want him at the seat. They weren't going to give him anything other than what he's had, and
exactly.
he had to come up with his own crew And yeah, you talked about that first panel, man. I mean, seeing that opening, they were not messing around, man, because you get two sides of that story, right? You
Hmm.
get Tony Stark's side of the story, and then you get the illustrious crate digger and his side
Yes.
of that story as well. So I thought that was awesome. The usage
Hmm.
of colors and the panels, also coupled. I mean, if you really want to take it to the depths, coupled with the album that he had put out for this, if you just did the instrumentals, kind of really sets the tone. But if you listen to the lyrics along with it, I felt like it was awesome too. I had that on like earlier this morning, man, the wee hours of the morning. I had that album and just kind of looking through what I had, man. I was like, ooh, this is fire.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Uh, so again, this is a book based on the concept album of the same name, and it pairs so nicely. You almost have to to listen to it. I wouldn't say have to, but it works really well when you listen to it while you're reading. It adds that extra layer, that extra dimension, right? And Archie coming through, that was the word I was thinking of. It's not overly
Gratuitous.
gratuitous. Thank
Hmm.
you, sir. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. Oh, what happened there? You didn't come on.
I was gonna add, like me and Elle were just looking at each other, like, do you know the
Oh, because
word?
I
Just
was, I was getting that bunny mask cover.
Oh, she's getting we were doing all the time. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
here's
here's
my
my
time to
time
get
to, yeah.
here's my
I'm
opportunity."
bequeathing Steve and
Yes.
Sergio to go the
Oh
S's to
man,
go and talk about.
Como se dice bequeath?
I wouldn't know. I couldn't. I couldn't tell you.
Oh Lord.
So yeah. So the second story, Steve, like you said, is about this crate digger set like 20 years after the events of the main Tony Stark crime story. Uh, he's looking for 12 LPs, 12 records, and there's a reason for it. These are like cursed records. Anytime you play them, fucked up things happens is the best way to put it.
Hmm.
Um, I don't want to give away. I mean, should, should we give away exactly why they're cursed? How it happens? I mean, that's
It
pretty.
is a almost 10-year-old book. I think that's okay. Yeah.
I think it's yeah. You're right. You're right. So
Yeah, yeah, we
so
can spoil it.
so Tony Stark's he's killed by the DeLuca crime family. He's dropped into a vat of plastic. Supreme Clientele is dope, super dope. Yeah, it's right up there in terms of one of my favorites, Archie.
You're speaking to my heart, brother.
Um, so Tony Stark is dropped into a vat of plastic. He's pressed. His body is melted with the plastics. So the Luca family presses him into 12
Yeah.
records. So these records are cursed, man. So the head of this
If you got
family,
pressed into a record, what song would be on it?
if I got pressed into a record,
Mhm.
ooh, that's a good question, man.
Ooh,
Ooh, look at you.
Mhm.
damn.
Look at you. That's a good one.
I don't even think mine would be a rap song. Mine probably be like time, time, time is on my side. Yes, it
Or
Yeah.
is. Yes. Yeah, there's more than rapping to this face.
Oh
Not
man.
not much of a mug, but
Ooh,
my mom says I'm cute and
that's
handsome.
ooh. I'm partial to Donna Summers. So it might have to be a Donna Summers joint, to be
Painted me,
honest.
probably, right?
You
No,
know.
yours would be painted me.
Uh, so Al, I'm gonna throw that question back at you. What would
Mhm.
you be pressed into? What song?
um, it'd probably be, that Ooh Child song. You know what song I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do the dance off like Guardians of the Galaxy too?
No, it was my dad's favorite song, so I'd probably do something sentimental.
Okay.
Oh, you went
Just
you went with the deep answer.
yeah.
Okay.
So whenever my kids play it, they get sad and they're like, "Oh, my mom was cool, huh?" Yeah.
Uh, if I was pressed into a record, it would be grunge. Chuck
Oh,
Satterley. Okay. Okay. Which grunge record? We talking about Nirvana or like some Pearl Jam or?
You do something fun like Fergalicious.
Well, you better stop that, Al. You better stop.
Or Gangster's Paradise. Can you imagine?
A little hollowback girl. We're both from Orange County.
Juan's calling me out for sweating
True,
like
true.
a 10-year-old comic, man. Hey, Al gave me the go ahead, so put it on her, buddy. Put it on her. So yeah, so these records are cursed, and the head of this crime family, what was his name?
The DeLucas.
The crazy. The head of the crime family, is after these records, right? He wants to destroy them because he knows what it means, right? You know, like the spirit of Tony Stark is in this is out to get revenge. So he's trying to track down these records, and that's what the main character. That's not a bad one. Temple of the Dog. Okay. So did you, Al? Did you get like a slight Candyman vibes from this?
For sure.
You know, like the supernatural
Mm-hmm.
horror element. What are your thoughts on the book?
I liked it. I think people might might have overlooked it, or because of the branding. But even if you take out like, you know, like the Ghostface Killah and all of that stuff, it's a really solid story. I really liked it. Did I listen to the album? I probably listened to the wrong one. There's two, right?
Yeah, there's two.
There's two. Yeah.
One's by Apollo Brown, and then the second one was specifically made for this.
Oh, okay. And but yeah, it was the ending too, like the final panels in that, and then how the stories like blended together as one story. It was cool. I really liked it. I'm glad you recommended it. I'm glad I read it. The art was sick. The storyline, it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I started reading it last night, and I finished it 5 minutes before the show.
Yeah, Elle,
this is
power
why
read.
you're me out. This is exactly every week is the same thing.
Oh,
To the last minute. We're gonna discuss this later on.
Hold on, Elle.
no, Steve, if you want to stay.
Elle, I'm holding you guys back.
There you go.
I thought you were like, peace out.
Yeah. She's like, if you value your life, you will leave right now.
Oh man, we got Aaron Hall saying if he was pressed into a record, the song would be "I Go to Work" by Cool Mo D. Hey, my man,
that's sick.
With the classics, bro. Thank you. Find a little bit of hip hop flavor. This is, after all, the hip hop and comics. So I dig that. I'm with that. Curious what everybody else in the chats. That was a great question, Al. If you guys, were thrown to your death into a vat of plastic, were pressed into an LP, into a record, which record?
Oh, Juan, what do you mean? Do you want to cue Juan's song?
Should we choose one song?
Cue Juan's song?
You want to say that 3 times?
Cue Juan's song?
One more time.
Cue Juan's song?
I'm not sure you got. One more time.
No, thank you.
we can play. Yeah, let's cue it up here while we're
This is really what he would play on Sergio's.
So give a little information on what Juan's doing here, Al.
Juan wants hard this weekend, and he created an LP, an album, if you will.
An album
for the House of Nerds.
Yo, listen, Juan's wild. Let's just play what he created for us.
Hold on, I don't know if the audio is gonna. Can you hear
taste?
It? Uh
oh, here we
go. Oh, you're dropping the ball here. You're embarrassing us.
Hey man, those beats are sick, yo.
Am I the only one?
I can hear it very faintly.
Oh, you gotta put the volume. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can hear anything.
I thought you were the song.
No, we can't hear anything.
So there's no beat, and she thought you were gonna go a cappella, Sergio.
Oh,
yeah.
You said you can't hear it.
Para nada.
What about now?
Mm-mm. No, ma'am.
No. Let me add it to the brand over here
Yeah,
and
try
see if
that.
it.
Try that.
The beauty
Try
of
that.
lives, you know. This is
Yeah.
where the fun begins, guys. It's because one got censored, Ruben said.
He
Hold
goes
on, let
so
me make
hard.
sure I
Yeah,
make sure
Peter
I
Rosenberg
upload
is out
the.
here just trying to put them out, you know?
Oh man.
If you want to stall for time, thank you.
Okay, we're still for time. So back to 12 Reasons, man. Uh, it's narrated. It's narrated in the style of these great crime films, right? Like Goodfellas and Casino, and I love that,
Me
man.
too, brother.
I love that. You know what I mean? The narration throughout, just kind of going along the story with you as the events are unfolding, coupled with the crime genre. I mean, mint,
And,
mint.
and I actually think, I mean, the influence, like if you go back to like, I mean, we're getting just bits and pieces of history, right? With like
Mhm.
Wu and American, Saga. I mean, you could tell that they were major fans of comic books, major fans of like mafioso type of, because they're actually the ones that first started that whole genre, right? Of rap and mafioso and
Yeah,
Tony Starks and their aliases and whatnot.
for
And then you
sure.
kind of had Nas and Jay-Z kind of come into the fray. But you could tell that they also liked a lot of different foreign films. So the influence, just based off of like this comic, I felt like this was amazing, man. I felt like Tony Stark was not to be played with, man. Very
Hmm.
cutthroat, very callous in his delivery, you
Hmm.
know. And I mean, look, he's a player for life down there at the club, you know.
I love it. So look at the
You know,
switch.
who doesn't like that, you know? I was like, player for life.
He said, "Not you coming to my club."
Yeah, he's like already done, you know. So he's like, I got myself a drink and some other things, if you didn't mind.
And she
That
got
was
her a
wild.
drink.
Yeah, on her, you know.
She got a drink. I got a
On her,
drink.
no. Oh man.
Straight from the tap.
uh,
So you know what? One of the things that I really liked about this book is it features like a whole whack of guest artists, of guest
mhm.
creators on this, right? To do a specific splash page or a flashback scene, um, the the story set in the past and in the present, different artists. So it's almost, if you want to compare it to like the hip hop albums, right? You're bringing in all these features, right?
Hmm.
All these guest artists, all these guest rappers to bring in a different flavor, a different style, and to switch it up, right? So really, the melding of the two genres there, right? You got the different artists coming in here, with the different color palette, the
Yeah.
different art style, right? Like the past storyline, you had more of a like a grittier, heavy inking style, right? Darker color palette versus the present timeline was like cleaner, brighter color palette. So just things like that, man, which was really kind of adds to the book. You can see some crazy action in here.
Oh yeah, dude.
You
This
know,
scene was sick. I
yeah.
mean, he just you would have thought that he is in there and he's gonna get worked like a part-time job, and no, he came out like a G man, just like a
It's
total
crazy.
assassin.
It's funny, and you know what? Matthew Rosenberg, he wrote, like, it sounds like Ghostface. That was the funny part too. I'm
Hmm.
reading this, you hear you hear Ghostface voice in
Mhm.
in this character. It sounds like just
Do you
his
think
talk.
he said the dialogue out loud before he wrote it, like while he was writing it?
Oh, for sure he did. I
Mhm.
mean, just his voice is so like it's so reminiscent. Like that's Ghostface Killah.
Very
And like
very
reading
distinct.
through this, yeah, reading
Hmm.
through
No,
this.
no, I was saying, do you think Matthew Rosenberg was?
Oh, of course, yeah. He
Yeah,
probably
he was
looked at it.
saying the dialogue out loud. He's like, "Is this ghost facing enough? I can't."
Yeah, can you imagine him in boxers, a wife beater, and a ski mask? And then him in the bathroom just pulling the mask up. He's like, I don't know, do I sound like Ghostface or not?
Is this
That
too
would
Man,
just be
much?
a pitiful sight, right?
He's a method writer.
Yeah. He's like, I think I got it, B. And then he just boom, out
man.
came this.
He's
in
like,
all its
I'm
glory.
never writing another hip hop book again. He went straight to punk, huh?
And then he went to go out to put out an album. What
Uh
happened?
oh. Uh oh. We lost her.
Hell,
We
I didn't.
lost Al.
I did not show her the door.
Steve,
That's for
what did
sure.
you what happened there? What did you say?
I
Uh
didn't
oh.
say anything. Don't put this on
No.
me, Sergio. I mean, I mean, she might come back with a vengeance and Tony Stark me, man. I mean, she saw these panels, she might get an idea. You never know. But
We'll see if she comes back. Otherwise, Steve, it's just me and you for the rest of the show. Well,
that's it, man.
if
That's
anybody
it,
in the
right?
live chat wants to hop in and yo, this scene here, I think this was from issue 3. I think probably my favorite pages from the whole book. So it's like a nightclub scene where Michael Migdal, the character who's the crate diggers after the records,
Yeah.
uh, kind of so the DJ plays the record and weird stuff is happening, almost like a trippy, hallucinogenic,
Trance.
you know. And like, so this is where we're talking about, like, these guests, the guest artists, the different colorists, right? They're coming in and just switching up the style completely, you know, to really lends itself to the events that's in this specific in these specific panels, right? It's really great stuff, man.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of like a psychedelic touch, right? Because I think
Hmm.
that that's how they're implementing the hearing of the record, and
Hmm.
like that horror aspect of it kind of creeps in, right? Because those
Yeah.
colors are very psychedelic, very drug like, very disoriented, whether you're dreaming or whether this is real.
Yep.
um the touches of the color, like, to me, I kind of look at it like Sanford green,
I thought, I thought,
like
I thought
Bitterroot.
for a second. I thought for a second she quit. I said she's had enough of the bullshit.
No, I don't know. It's because it's like storming or it's about to storm, but my connection was like, nope.
My
Oh,
hands were up here, El. That there
oh,
was no shoring of the door or anything. I just said,
oh,
Sergio,
man,
you're in trouble.
No, you said get her out of here, and he clicked exit,
that's
or
true. It was
I
in the
don't
within the private chat. We're
in
sick
the
of.
private
How'd
chat.
you get back in? I thought
You
I banned your IP. Um, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
just
I love this page.
Oh yeah,
Oh, so
wild,
good.
wild, wow, man. Yeah, a lot of, as you can see all the different styles of the art, right? Again,
Hmm.
very much like a hip hop album. You're gonna bring in a feature, bring in that different style, a different flow, right? It's cool, man. And I like how you said, Al, like, initially maybe a book like this can be overlooked because people dismiss it. Oh, it's just, like, it's from Ghostface. It's not gonna be any good or whatever. But surprisingly, this was pretty dope, man.
Hmm.
I recommend it. I recommend it.
yeah. I want to buy actually the trade. I've seen it at my LCS before.
Mm,
So to have them order it, I'd probably go with the trade for sure.
yeah,
Just because it's just a hip hop element, man, and just it being that story and kind of being tied in with that album, man.
it's wild.
Yeah, I got to listen to the album before even
Hmm.
reading this, and now that I've read it, I'm like, oh man, this all makes total sense. It's like you're taking the whole visual aspect and painting the perfect picture for it.
Yeah,
So I was happy, very happy with this title, man.
for sure. So you recommend it to everybody?
Yeah, man, I would recommend it
Yeah.
if you're a fan of like a mafioso type of stuff mixed with a horror aspect and a touch of hip hop, and you got great artists, you got a great writer at the head of it and at the helm. I mean, definitely pick it up and take it for a ride, man.
For sure. Al, any final thoughts on the book before we move on?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's really good if you guys get a chance to read it. I wouldn't mind owning the trade either.
The trade only came out a couple years ago too. I think it was released in 2020.
Mm.
So
Oh,
like
okay.
7 years after the.
When they did promotions for this, man, this was like hard to get in the beginning
Mm.
because the Ghostface kind of did something different with it. I mean, alongside with the trade and this, he like had put the album and everything kind of was coupled together,
Mhm.
pageantry of packaging and everything like that.
Mm.
With a little soundbite of him saying like, "Read my stuff, yo."
That's
You
wild,
know,
man. That's
you
crazy.
know.
I might have to pick up that trade too. And like look, you had Jim Mahfood on
Mm.
hacking Tim Seeley. Michael Walsh did like a cover. Like all these guys, right? Like So they got names for this. He's like we got a big budget. We're gonna feature all these dope artists, man, which is cool. I enjoyed it. Go pick that one up, folks. I think you'll dig it. Um, Al, did we figure out that Juan audio
No,
thing?
he told us to leave it alone.
Oh, he said leave it alone. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We might have to post it on the socials then for everybody.
But here's the buddy mask. The
Oh
you got
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, that is a sick cover, L.
That's dope.
It drops at 2:00.
Who's the artist?
Ivan Tao.
Ivan Tal. Yeah, he's been on a tear. Wow. That came
His
out awesome.
That's wild.
He was at
I don't
WonderCon
know
actually.
if it's. You're like not you getting all the. Hold on. He has a. You're like, is this how slow you scroll? You guys chill. This one.
I like that.
Oh,
This is
that is gorgeous. Man.
for bloodstained teeth.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah, like the same kind of pinks in from the bunny mask.
I like that.
So good.
I like that. I'm with that. Okay. Who did I see? Who did I see pop in here? Who did I see pop
Thought
in?
I saw Chillmonger coming in the building. You know.
Chillmonger's here. Chillmonger, shout out, man. Hey, another dope YouTuber. He's got a dope channel. I was on his show for a little bit yesterday. 33 burning questions. These guys are wild, yo. I like what this Chill's doing some fun stuff, man. And then there we go. Bigger Ford. He was on with myself and on Chill's show. It was my first time I had fun with those guys. Go check it out. Dope channel there, man. What time is it? What are we doing?
Oh, did you want to play the clip from you on the show yesterday?
Do I want to play the clip?
Yeah.
Which clip?
From your appearance yesterday.
There's a clip?
No.
Oh, I thought this was where we were going to pan in. She goes, "This one," and just you see.
Yeah, I was already getting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did she do here? What did she do here?
Excellent.
We got a fun little game, man. A fun little game, quiz style. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Now it's a matter of can I share it now? Here we go. Boom. Hip hop and comics. The game. The game.
Parker Brothers.
There we go. Hey, man. So like we were saying earlier, the two cultures intertwined from time. So we said, let's play a fun little game. Test everybody's knowledge. So for those people watching with us, play along, keep track of the score, and let's see who comes out on top. Steve Orell is a battle for.
I kind of feel like there's pressure, guys. I kind of feel like you threw me in there, like in the mix, man. Because if I miss and you guys win, they're gonna be like, "Who's hip hop? You don't have no hip hop in him."
Not hip hop's enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like a dastardly villain when you say the hip hop man, like with a curly little mustache.
Oh, okay. You've been practicing your Waluigi.
Oh man, that's good.
No,
So anyways,
Waluigi's
you never
practicing
like
me.
that. It's true, Steve. Though you're right. The pressure is on you. You got hip hops is in your name, so
Better do it.
so we're gonna have a hold on. I made a fun little intro for this. Here, where's it at? Ah, you dropping the ball again? Here, let's play it. Here.
Oh man,
If
I
you
was
guys
sick.
saw what just happened behind the scenes, I wish it was recorded. I wish
What?
it was a dance off.
Oh yeah, we're
Hey, you got a vibe to that, man. You got a vibe to that.
Anonymous? Yeah, dude, I
Sergio
felt it.
was
Man.
aggressively nodding his head, and then Steve
Steve was popping like an idiot.
was popping and locking.
Yeah,
It's
he was
the
going into
D-boy.
convulsions. What the heck was he doing?
So it's that time, folks. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Play along. Keep track. Let's Let's see how many L can get correct here. So I started it off nice and easy, nothing nothing too difficult. Let's see, what do we got here? First up, nothing too difficult. Which member of the Wu-Tang Clan goes by the nickname Tony Starks?
Ghost
Now
face
before
killer.
so I feel like
Ah, man.
we just had a half an hour discussion
Mm-hmm.
on this. So everybody who's been watching, you guys, hopefully you guys can get this, man. I mean, you better. So which member of the Wu Tang Clan goes by the name Tony Starks? Is it RZA?
Mm.
Is it my man Raekwon? Is it the Ghost Face Killer? Or is it the METHOD man?
Man.
You know, you know.
Dun,
Uh,
dun,
I'm a hit up L first though. L,
Mm-hmm. I do
who do you
believe
think?
that Ghostface Killer is Anthony Starks, if I recall.
Hmm. You
He
thinking
was
so?
bewaring of the staring.
Okay. Be wearing of this. Okay, no, you just
man,
drop.
look at her. She's a POTUS. She don't even know it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're thinking is Ghostface Killer is Tony Stark's, aka the Iron Man. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Am
Steve,
I wrong?
would
Am
you
I
come?
wrong?
She's like, Steve, what do you think, my man?
I would wholeheartedly agree. I think Ghostface Killer is Tony Starks, and Tony
Tony
Starks
Starks?
is Ghostface Killer.
What's everybody in the
Ooh, not his real name being Dennis Coles.
Oh, I mean,
Dennis.
yeah, Dennis.
Den-
Damn you, Dennis.
You're
let's
like
let
Dennis the Menace. He had a name right there. He didn't even take it. Mm.
oh my
She said, you know, when
okay
you finish a sentence with, there's no coming back from that.
man,
It's like, I guess I'll just be quiet right now.
let's uh let's find out what the answer is. It is Ghostface Killer, aka Tony Stark, aka the Iron Man.
Share shit like
uh
ghosts.
Iron Man being one of probably maybe a top 10 album, man, all time,
Mhm.
top 15, top 20, somewhere. It's up there. It's up there, man. It's a classic.
Would you say?
Rocking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elle. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say he was rocking the reverse vitiligo in this.
Oh yeah, man. He was dead president up.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna ask you, Sergio. Would you and Elle? Would you guys say "Built for Cuban Links" with him and Raekwon the Chef is an all-time favorite album? I
For
mean, from
sure.
front to back, I could play that sucker all day. Him and Ray just have
Easy.
some.
Easy. Yeah, definitely. I Built for Cube only Built for Cuban Links, I say, is a better album than as good as Iron Man is. It's better than Iron Man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where would you put it? You put it above, below?
Well,
They're
because
on
it's
par with each other.
yeah. I mean, I think this was the time where like both Ray and Ghostface were just tearing it up. Like, because I felt like although Method Man was lyrically like the first to get his stuff out, I felt like when Ghostface and Raekwon did come out, there was more of a raw and grimy feel.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like in aging, man, and in being where I am at now, like hands down, I'm like I just Ghostface to me is probably the better one. He has more rotation as far as music, more production. I mean, he's really going after it. I mean, he has a ton of albums that have just come out since then, where other members of the Ghostface Killer Wu Tang Clan have not. You know, like they've kind of here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
His
Iron
his
Man, hundred
discography is
percent though.
insane. Yeah. Oh, so you're going to Iron Man, eh? You think
Yeah,
so?
yeah,
Okay.
I'll go Iron Man. Yeah,
Man. Okay. Okay. Can't even matter. They're both classics, man.
yeah.
Both classics, straight up. You mentioned Method Man. I feel like Method Man is like one of those guys. He doesn't have like a classic album like other members of the Wu have. Would you
But he,
agree? You know,
uh,
like
uh, mm, like Cacao was, I think no, that was a
the
little
guy.
more. That was a little more, like later. I feel like he had better written so when he was coming out.
Yeah,
Like Mathoe, but that thing blew up, man,
it was
and
wild.
he just killed it. And I think that was like him kind of setting the precedence because they all wanted to beat each other, man. They were all like just in the lab, just writing it down and just trying to beat each other. And then most of the times they did, man. I mean, it was like a free for all because they were just illing out. And
I think that's what made them so good, man. They were just kind of pushing each other, right? There
yeah,
was like 9 guys in there just competing to get on the track and elevated each other's games, right? And psh, that first album was just, man, all
oh,
timer, all
classic.
timer. Yeah.
I'm
What
all
was
L.
RG?
What do you think?
What was that?
I'm all L. What do you think about the
Yeah, I
albums?
think that overall I would pick the one, and I think that it was a really solid production value. Um,
I was
so
finessing
yeah,
it. I was finessing it.
I would agree. Hmm.
Oh man. Moving on. What is the next question we got here, folks? Uh, which comic artist drew the cover for the classic EPMD album Business as Usual?
Mm,
Man, so we've had like a bunch of comic creators draw album covers for hip hop albums. This being one of them, the classic Business as Usual from EPMD. Um, so we got a couple options here. We got a couple options here. Is it A, Alex Ross? Is it B, David Mack? C, Bill Sinkovich? Or D, Alex Maleev? I'll allow our guest, Steve, to go first. What are you thinking, my man?
oh man, I'm debating and I'm jumping by either A or C. Just because the front panel, like towards the left, man, show like is very reminiscent of Alexis Ross's work. But
Hmm.
I think Bill Sinkovic's it has to be him because I feel like he did a lot of different albums, man. He's done a lot of art for different albums, Kid Cudi being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been around for so long, man. I mean, his artwork is just perfection.
He's
Um,
done he's done a Ti album, I believe. He
yeah.
done Bobby Digital.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, Bobby Digital RZA's album there. Um, yeah. So who
Oh
are you
man,
going with, my man?
I think I'm gonna go Alex Ross. That's just I was gonna go C, but I'll stray to Alex Ross.
Okay, Alex Ross. Al, what are you thinking?
Um, just like process of elimination.
Mm-hmm.
uh, what would you say E and P and M and D stood for?
It's Eric Sermon and Parrish Money. Is the other member? Parrish. Parrish Smith is the other rapper's name. Parrish Making Dollars. Parrish
Mm,
Making Dollars. Eric Sermon, Parrish Making Dollars. The two artists in a group. Oh,
Eric
come on! You should know
Sermon.
this one. Don't
Does he
don't
do
don't try to
that
test
song
me.
just like music?
He's just a
Like
music connoisseur.
music.
Oh man,
I think Alex Maleev. I don't know. He feels kind of. How old
what's
is this album? Would you say?
a little Alex Maleevish? I
No,
can't give you
no,
his
no.
yet.
I'm not saying. I'm saying how old is the album?
The album is like mid '90s, late '90s.
So
Uh,
I'm either A or C, only because I feel like Mac and Maleev are more
more recent.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. I'll go with C since he took A.
you going with C? And we got Chill. Chill is thinking Maleev. It's Maleevish the style for
Yeah,
sure.
playing devil's
Uh,
advocate right here.
Alex Ross is Steve's final answer. We got Archie.
Archie, I'm sorry. Don't hate me,
Archie
brother.
saying it's Sinkovich. And then Raging
Yeah.
Cajun is thinking it's Bill Sinkovich as well. Hey, let's find out. What is the answer here? Uh, boom.
Oh,
The answer is Bill Sinkovich. Yes, he's the comic creator, the comic artist who did it up for EPMD's Business as Usual album. Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff, yo.
I mean,
Like I said,
I
Bobby
don't want to say
Digital.
I'm hip hop, but I
What's
did get
that?
it right.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to say it's hip hop, she's all, but I also am looking at the comments in the chat. You,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
I
a
know, I
cheater,
know.
I don't.
bro. You're a
It's
I was
cheater.
looking
okay.
at the
Just
comments hard, yo.
I'm
Oh
hip and
man,
hop.
Fine,
that's
I
wild.
bequeath you the name, okay?
I like how Chuck jumps in. He chimes in. It isn't Ross. After I threw up the answer.
Yeah, just to make me feel even worse. He's like,
Oh man. Hey, but listen, take this in. Al's in the lead right now, 2-1,
Mm,
I believe.
I know, I
Oh,
know.
putting the pressure
mm.
on you, my man. She putting the pressure on you. Okay, let's see if you can knot it up, tie it up here with the next question. What do we got here? Which classic hip hop track infamously threw shade at Superman? All right, so we got Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five here with the message. All right, or is it the Sugar Hill Gang with Rapper's Delight in the middle, or is it Africa Bambaata's track Planet Rock? So three very important records in hip hop, early records in hip hop. Uh, one of these guys, one of these tunes, threw some shade at our
Mm.
at our good old boy Soup.
Would you mind rapping a couple lyrics from each one so I can? I'm a audio visual learner.
Your audio visual. Well, I got some lyrics right there for you. That's why I
No,
included because
no.
I know
If
you're
you
gonna
want
try to
it,
pull.
can you do read them out to the melody,
Mm,
please?
mm, mm, mm. No,
Broken
I can't
glass.
do that. Man. So you know what? I'm gonna. Al, why don't you go first this time?
I'm gonna go with C. Why not?
You going with C?
Yeah, why not?
You going with Africa Bombata, Planet Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What are you thinking? What are
Uh,
you thinking, Steve?
it's between the message or Rapper's Delight, but I think I'm gonna go with Rapper's Delight. I believe.
Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. Do you have a favorite one of these tracks, Steve?
Dude, all three of them. I mean, Planet Rock was basically one of the big, like, best b boy songs that you could play, dude.
Planet
Um,
Rock's a heavy hitter, yeah.
yeah, man. I think like when you were looking at the '80s, that was one of the songs that really hit like the floors, man. And then even Rapper's Delight, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But classic, if you wanted to take it really like go back, I mean, you got to go with the first one, man. You got to go,
With the
hey man,
message.
the message,
Yeah.
bro. It's like a jungle
Showmonger.
sometime.
Eminem's song was I felt that wasn't a diss. I don't think it was a diss to Superman.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
I could be your
Superman song.
Superman.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh man,
It's Rapper's Delight for sure,
Now, if
man.
we were doing that, I know all the words to that song.
Oh, you do?
No, to Eminem.
that's so sad, Al.
I know.
You got.
That's
Listen,
not sad at
I
all,
know.
man. I think Eminem brings fire. I thought she was gonna hit me with a "I'm beginning to look like a rap" or "think I'm a rap god," and then she was gonna start rapping.
No. I
No,
was that part of the Superman song. Don't get me wrong. I love these hoes.
oh yeah, yeah. So that's the
Man,
part, right?
Yeah, that's the part right there.
I can't be used.
hey, listen. This is a great comment here. All these sound like superhero group names. I wanted to get into it earlier, but I forgot. It's one of those ways that hip hop and comics, they're intertwined, right? A lot of these hip hop artists, man, they have alter egos, different personas, much like
Hmm.
superheroes, right?
Mhm.
And their alter egos. Uh, the connection is heavy, man. There's like so many different little ways that the two cultures are ingrained in each other. But take that in. Like the majority of rappers, really, they go by alter egos, right? They don't go by their
Hmm.
real names, right? That's pretty cool, if you think about it. But I digress. So we got a couple. Steve, you're saying rappers
Rappers Delight, Sugar Hill
Right?
Gang.
Al's going with Africa Bambata, Planet Rock. Let's find out what the answer is. Boom! The Sugar Hill Gang. And there, you have the lyrics there. Man, I feel who's got the Sugar Hill beat?
Uh, 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 yeah, I'm trying to remember the beat right now, and I'm like, do I want to embarrass myself?
Just
Or?
let me quit my boyfriend called Superman. I said he's a fairy, I do suppose, flying through the air in pantyhose. He may be very sexy or even cute, but he looks like a sucker in a blue and red suit. I said,
Huh,
do it. I said, do it. I said,
there you go.
do it, do it, do it. You know?
And then at the very end of that, you got to go, rah!
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. So
Whoa.
Big Hank from the Sugar Hill Gang, man. He threw that.
Oh, I meant to do that while you were rapping.
Man, you better stop. You better stop. Man. But
Oh, how do you go back to the game?
oh man. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God, Elle.
Boom.
She was waiting for that moment, you know?
Oh man, I've
So
never seen Sergio that color before.
you throw me under the bus here, Al, man. Come on.
I'm giving you the spotlight.
Mm-mm-mm. Man. Big Hank, Sugar Hill Gang went after our boy Superman. Who would take that rap battle? Who would take that
Hmm.
rap? You think Superman's got skills?
Clark.
Clark?
Yeah, man.
He
Son of
is a
Coyote.
Oh
he
man.
is a writer.
Oh.
Maybe he ghost wrote it to.
Ooh.
Oh, say what?
Okay.
Oh
I see
shit.
what you're putting down now. I see what you're putting down.
Okay. Get theory, get theory. Okay, so we got what else do we got here? Moving on. Which rapper executive produced the Black Panther
I
soundtrack?
know this one.
Hold on, man. Can I get the answers up there?
What if
Hey.
I'm wrong?
You better be right now. You better. Which rapper executive produced the Black Panther soundtrack? Is it A. RZA, B. J. Cole, C. Kendrick Lamar, or D. Jay Z? RZA's man. He's produced a whole lot of soundtracks, eh?
He
Mm.
has, man. He's
You
had
know,
a wide range.
yeah. I know Jay's been involved in a couple as well. What are you guys thinking?
See.
Oh, it's okay.
You
I
pretty
was right there
confident
with
about
you.
it?
I was right there
Okay.
with you. Yeah.
Steve, you right there as well?
Yeah, man.
All
100%. Like when Elle said, damn, I know that one. I was like, damn it. I
right.
do too.
So we got Juan,
The
thinking
only one
C,
I answered confidently without.
One,
Chillmonger
two,
C.
three.
Yeah. What is the score right now? Is it 2-2?
I think
No,
this would
it's
make it
3-2.
tie. No,
No,
it's not 3-2 because
No.
you got the last
The
answer
last
wrong,
one's
girl.
wrong.
you got it wrong too, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he
I
got it
got that
right.
right. Rappers Delight, girl.
I feel
Sugar Hill
like
Gang.
Hell,
I feel
really,
like
you
you got
can't
it
match,
wrong.
eh?
I mean, we're
Huh?
tied now.
It's 2-2. It's 2-2. I'll stop cheating.
4.
So let's find out what the answer is here, folks.
Period one.
Kendrick Lamar. Yes. Kendrick Lamar executive produced the
I got a
Black
bone to pick.
Panther soundtrack, which wasn't too shabby.
He looked like he got those Medea braids right here, huh?
Mhm.
The wig.
Wow. So I think you guys are knotted up at 3 apiece.
Yep.
So last round, multi-stage. So you got a couple opportunities, multi-stage. Then you'll see what I mean here. Last set of questions here. Hey, we couldn't have a hip hop and comic show without talking about all these dope Marvel homage variant covers.
How do you say that word?
Homage.
Mm.
How you say it?
Mm-mm.
Homage.
Homage.
Homage. Steve, how you say homage?
I say homage, man.
Homage.
Homage.
Okay.
Steve,
okay.
why'd you say it like that? Like this stuff.
Homage.
You said it like
Steve, while I got you here, my man, how do you say animal?
How do I say what?
Animal.
Automol?
it's
Yeah.
Homno.
No,
Oh,
it's animal. It's
It's
Animal.
It's autumnal, brother.
Man, you on that tip too? Can't,
Yeah.
man, Steve. Come on, bro. We're gonna have to have a
You
discussion
just
after
can't
this.
win either way.
Let's
You
keep it
stuck in
moving.
the
Let's keep
middle
it
for
moving.
real.
Let's keep it moving.
I know, man. I'm getting hurt right now.
Hey, listen. So these came out. I think what 2016. They started dropping.
Oh yeah, man.
These. Honestly, to be honest, I missed the boat on a lot of the first wave, man, and I regret it because there's a lot of gems out there. Off the top, do you guys have any favorites? Audience, do you guys have any favorites of these hip hop variant covers?
Oh man, yeah. One of the ones I first started chasing, like, and did not get. I just was very. I just sat down and just waited, and I shouldn't have, man. I should have hit it when the iron was hot. Was that Miles Morales cover, man? That Nas cover is a classic album,
Fire,
hands down, man.
fire.
Whose world
Mhm,
is this?
mhm.
He just I think Nas is probably one of my favorite hip hop artists. Like, and I can't even say he's mainstream, but he's in that format, right? But
Yeah,
he's always stayed true to his lyrics. And
yeah.
then above that, man, you got built for Cuban Links, which again, I mean, we were talking about Iron Man and Built for Cuban Links.
Mhm,
That has to be one of my all-time favorite albums.
yeah.
Let's see, am I going to beat Elle with this? I mean, who can hate on that Ant Man,
The
Biggie
Biggie.
Smalls, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's another classic album.
yeah. Ready
I
to
don't want to
die.
live no more. That.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, Steve. Man, a lot of great ones. I like one, the Miss Marvel one. Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
Lauren Hill joint. Ooh,
that's a Jenny Frizen cover too. At that,
is that Jenny Frison?
that's a Jenny
Get
Frizen
out
cover,
of
bro.
town. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. And then you also got like Rock Him and Eric B and Rock Him, man. I
Oh,
mean,
so you know
paid
you
in
know your
full.
cover, bro. Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay. So Al, you're ooh, I think you're in for a tough one on these on these
Oh,
man.
which ones do you like, Elle?
Oh yeah, so it's really giving hip hop here, you know?
Mm, mm,
It's like they
mm.
were like, "Oh, do people like hip hop also read comic books?" And then they, blended
Okay.
them together.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's all that's wrapped up in a nice little package.
Oh man. Archie, I gotta agree. For me, hands down, and it's like no question, no argument.
Yeah.
Elmatic is the all time best album. So let's get into this, folks. Last round of questions here. Let's test your Marvel comics cover knowledge here. What do we got? What's the first up? What is the original album name and artist? So here we got Spidey, Deadpool. What classic hip hop album is it homaging? Yeah,
Mhm.
Steve's got the
Steve,
pose there.
Steve, I'm gonna let you go first. I don't want to embarrass you in front of your friends.
Oh, you're so giving, Elle.
Hmm.
I love that you're so nice and you would look out for my well-being. But I'm gonna go with Eric B and Rock Him, paid in full.
Oh, okay.
What was the first name you said?
Never mind. Never. Al, what do you think it
I
is?
believe this is Eric B and Rakim paid in full.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, listen, same
Yeah,
wavelength.
I mean, what are you, Professor Xing me right now?
Yeah, Professor XYZ. Yeah.
we got Chell saying they looks like Run DMC, but he doesn't know what album. Okay, Raging going with Eric B and Rakim. Okay, okay. All right, let's find out what the answer is. So you're both going with Eric B and Rakim, paid in full.
No, he
Mm-hmm.
can have this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hmm.
Eric B and Rakim, paid in full for sure, for sure. Again, one of the all time. It was a great homage, man. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
so I had to include it. Next cover. Next cover. We got the A
Mm,
Force. What is the original album name and
I'll go
artist on
first.
this one?
you could have this one, Elle.
I do believe this is NWA, straight out of Compton.
Oh, okay. Okay, you confident, eh?
I'm like 98% sure.
Yeah,
Steve, what are you thinking, my man?
I will also go with NWA straight out of Compton.
Okay.
What does
Charles is
NWA stand for? I forgot.
You know,
Trying
How
to get
now?
Sean
you know
caught.
the name.
How now?
The name.
Come on
You know
now.
the name kind of skips my brain right now.
I'm trying to get us canceled here.
Mhm.
So I could
Yo,
be the ultimate winner.
so you can be the ultimate winner. And now the House of Nurture presented with your only host, El Aldana. The takeover. The takeover.
Oh, remixed.
Oh man. So Raging is going as well. He's thinking, all right, here we go. What is the answer?
Man.
And hey, but you see how I'm looking out for you though. I'm trying
Mhm.
not to make him too crazy, too difficult. I'm thinking about you.
Mhm.
Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in
Mhm.
mind. All right, what is the next album cover here? Hey, this happens to be one of my personal favorites, and we'll find out. What is the original album name and artist? And oh, if you could go first, please, that would be
Why?
really
Why would
appreciated.
I do believe that's. Tell me the first letter.
The first letter.
I just gave you a big hint. This is
You don't
one of
knock
my
it off.
personal favorites for personal reasons. And if you know anything about me, you should be able to get this one. And if you
If I know
don't,
anything about you, jeez. Three E's.
please.
It's either like, is it Lil Kim, Foxy Brown?
Hey man, Sergio, she knows a lot about you, brother. I could tell. You guys have this ex.
Okay, I'll say little.
It's just the Steve show now.
I forgot she could start removing when she's. Oh,
She's like tick for tat.
man. Different time.
Oh,
Come on now, Al. Come on, little Kim. Really, you better
no.
stop, yo. Come on.
L.
Hmm?
All
I
right.
think
Give
I'm
me the
gonna
first
win.
letter. Give me the first letter,
I
though.
can't give you the first letter.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
You're looking at the cover. It's a dead giveaway, girl.
It's Big Pun. Capital punishment.
Better stop.
Oh, come on, man.
Steve, ¿qué
It's
me cuentas? ¿Qué crees, hombre? What do you think?
it's big pun capital punishment,
Big
man.
Plum,
Hundred
capital
Oh,
percent.
punishment?
so like I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But can you rap one of the songs?
Hey, there you
Good job,
go.
Archie. Archie, good throwing the answer for L right there. You know, she
Yeah.
probably looked at that chat like she was like,
I sure
oh,
did.
yeah.
You want to know what threw me off is the glasses. It reminded me of like
He
those
pops an
those Lil
enemy.
Kim, Foxy,
Oh,
the
I can see.
glasses.
Okay. The late 90s, early 2000s goggles vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got you.
I got this cover too, bro. Like I found it in a bin, pulled it. I'm like, gotta have it.
Yeah. Super lyrical. One of the. I love it. I love that
Oh
track.
man, yeah,
Listen,
dude.
Pun, one more time. Hey, I didn't confirm it, but here we go. uh,
There you go.
yes.
Look at
It
that
is
side
Big Pun.
profile.
Are you gonna recreate this for the thumbnail?
100%.
I just did.
Yo, it looks like it's.
Somebody take a clip and put this on Instagram with the duck lips and everything.
Steve, hit it one more time. Hit it with that profile, bro. There you go. Oh man. Oh man. But
Oh,
listen,
man.
while we're on the subject, I'm gonna put it out there. Big Pun, no word of a lie. Top 5. He cracks the top 5 dead or alive. You know, I'm not saying he's 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 4 even, but he cracks. He gets that 5th spot for me.
No, so when you said, if you know anything about me, and like, yeah, I know about Big Pun, but that's why I was like, Lil Kim, what she got to do?
You really that the goggles threw you off. You thought it was Little Kim.
Like,
But listen, folks, listen to Pun. Listen to this album. Capital Punishment is an all-time record. Is an all-time album, man. This guy is ridiculous with the flow and with the lyrics, man. Just I can't even put into words what this guy's doing. He's even before he put out this album, he had like an insane amount of features on other rappers' tracks and stuff, man. Just for me, again, top 5, and I don't want to hear it otherwise, man. He's right up there.
Yeah,
It's the hardest one.
his
It's the hardest
delivery
one.
was so like killer, man.
Yeah.
And wordplay and everything. He had it, man. God bless his soul, man. R.I.P. for him.
R.I.P. for sure. You have a favorite pun track?
You know this whole album, dude. I could play throughout the whole way, man. But
Mhm.
I like godly man. His even his line I can't even hit. All I remember is like the Italy did Italy.
Mm.
You know, like
In the middle of middle, Italy, little did we
yeah,
know that we were some middle man who didn't do Italy.
yes,
You
dude.
know,
Like
crazy.
that wordplay right there was just sick to me, dude. I mean, because I can never do him justice in some of his lyrics, dude. But right here,
Yeah, man. And
oh
Art,
yeah,
you nasty twin.
yeah. I
Around here
don't
they
care.
call me Big Pun, messing
Yeah,
with the big guns.
I don't want to be a
Uh,
player no more.
Top five for internal rhyme schemes, flows, and cadences. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, man, an all timer. Can't recommend this enough. You guys go check it out. Okay, last one, folks. Last one. I made it easy for y'all. What is the original album
I know this
name
one.
and artist?
I'll go
Oh,
first.
you know this one. You said, oh, she's
Yeah,
confident. Okay,
I'm confident.
okay.
I do believe this is Drake. Views from the Six. I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
It's Nas.
That's it. That's
Oh
enough of
dude,
that.
It's Illmatic. I said it. It's Nas.
She's Drake. She's like, it's
yeah,
Drake.
yeah, she's oh my
Drake.
god, yeah, she's like it's
Drake.
champagne poppy. Yeah, I was just like that is just.
Wow,
I gave her the.
man.
Yeah.
Wow. Raging is going with Nas. Yeah, but which album, homie?
I said
You know,
Which
Illmatic,
man.
so
album?
do I win?
Nah, I think we tied this one.
Archie going back with another pun lyric, packing a Mac in the back of the act.
Uh,
um. So Al, you're saying which one?
A Nas Illmatic.
Okay, Steve, what are you saying, bro? I know Steve's got it, but
I'm gonna go Nas Illmatic, brother.
all right, let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, yeah. Gold album.
So I say I would get that point because you said Nas Illmatic brother. So
Mm.
you put that in the title.
I mean, that was directed towards Sergio.
I don't know. We're gonna have to watch the breakdown.
So what is the final score here? Did
So
Steve-
House of Nerd Cat, what do you guys think? And then they're like,
Oh,
L all
man.
day long. Right? I think we were tied. I mean,
I think
I
you
gotta
guys
say,
ended up tied. I think you
I'm
might have. Whoa.
thoroughly impressed by L's hip hop prowess.
I'm impressed by Elle going off of the live chat's prowess. That's impressive.
True. Word, son.
She said, Drake.
Yeah.
Man, you better stop. There you have it, folks. That's it. Where is that? Boom. Thanks for playing, everybody. Hopefully you guys had fun with that. Try not to make it too difficult. The next, Steve, though, the next appearance, bro. I know you know your stuff now, so I'm gonna have to take it up a notch, or two or three.
Oh, please do.
Have some real fun with it, man, and we'll implement the new rule that I won't be able to see the live chat comments.
Yeah. We could give her this question, man. L,
man.
what is the Bible, as Jizza would say, stand for?
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Woo, man! See right there, she got some respect right there.
Yo, how you
I
know
mean,
that?
she already had, but that,
I didn't even have time to Google that shit. I knew it.
yeah, she was just like, son. All of a sudden comes Liquid Swords. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I don't know all that. I just know that.
I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, you shouldn't have said anything else. You know?
Okay.
Archie came
Just
through
kept your
big
mouth
time
shut.
for our
Yes, thank you, Archie.
yeah.
Architectural.
Architecture. Oh, new one.
Bam, right there.
Man. Oh, what else do we have planned? Are we?
The copper drop.
Oh, yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before we get out of here, folks, we got our copper drop. Let me play that one time. Al, why don't you explain, excuse me, Copper Drop for the fine folks at home and for Steve?
Oh, so it is where we cop and drop books. Sergio, please, the head shaking has to stop. Um, where we both pitch a number one, and we let you guys decide which book we're gonna read, and then the next week we decide whether we're gonna keep reading it or not.
I think you got it.
I can't wait.
You got it. Pretty straightforward. Was that confusing, Steve?
No, man, I'm gonna cop it, and I'm not gonna drop it, bro. Got it.
Okay. Okay. So what? Oh, when you take over this thing, what did we
Take
read?
over.
Yeah, let's do that.
So this week we had a tie.
Hmm.
We had a tie. So we read West of Sundown and Batman Beyond Neo Year number one.
Hmm. You guys already know. I mean, me and Al, we put out along with Ruben. I don't know if Ruben's still in the live chats. We put out an advanced review earlier in the week of West of Sundown. We love it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he hit you with a caveat. He
Oh,
Yeah,
said-
caveat.
so you guys know our thoughts. Steve, what did you think of West of Sundown number one?
Oh man, I actually really dug it, dude. I this was actually one of my top picks when we did the top pick show on our show. The artwork just got me, and then the cover art. These were basically cover art buys, but it being an Indian horror just made it that much better. I can't wait for issue two, man. I was hooked from the get go and worked my way through it, and I'm like, I need it. I need issue two. I usually try to like by issue one, like I never just say, okay, I'm not gonna push forward or uh pick up issue like another issue. I really need like maybe three issues to really solidly know whether I'm going to keep picking this up. But
Mm,
this had me from the beginning to end, man.
yeah, I got a much tighter leash after one issue. I'm not
Sure.
feeling it. Forget it. But
Okay.
but a lot of times, and I probably miss out on like good comics because of that, right? And like no patience.
No, no, man. You have an expectation, man. There's
There
a
you go.
caveat.
There you go. Juan's kind of interview with a vampire vibes. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, I mean, we spoke about it already, Al, right? Dope book. Super
Yep.
cop on this one.
Cop.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
plus, it's Tim Seeley, right? I mean, he's like a
Mm-hmm.
mount on the Mount Rushmore of horror comics when you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And it's Aaron Campbell, his first writing credit. So for this
Hmm.
to be his first, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Looking forward to number two. We got it. Aaron Hall. Hey, thank you so much for stopping through, my man. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday, buddy. Have a great one. So that's West of Sundown. The other book, Batman Beyond Neo Year number one. Steve, what did you think, my man?
Steve, what'd you think?
Yeah.
I I I thought this was good too. I didn't like I said, I'm not much for DC, but it being Batman Beyond and it being somewhat of a key out there, man, I usually try to pick up a mixture. But the art, like I said, the panels, I was gonna say the artwork. Sergio, you got me right off the top, man. The artwork was amazing, man, and that in itself, I feel like I can continue to read it and also get to know what's going on. Plus, you got Batman Beyond, man. They're putting it right back in there.
Hmm.
I mean, the title hasn't been out in so long, man. So to kind of bring it back and have DC have a resurgence for this, I'm on board. And Batman is probably the only titles that I really do pick up on a DC
Hmm.
front. So I'll probably pick up a second issue and see how this goes. But the first issue, I was down for it, man. Jackson Lenzig and Colin Kelly, man, they're match made in heaven. They're going to be at my LCS. I think next Sunday, man, doing a signing as
Oh,
well.
that's wow.
Yeah,
Okay. But you already, I thought you were showing it off earlier, right? You
they
already got it signed.
yeah they do a signature series for you, but I didn't
Oh,
sign up for it on my
uh-huh.
LCS, but they had extra copies, so they gave me one.
Oh,
But
that's
they're
pretty
doing
cool.
they're doing like the meet and greet next week and everything like that. So
You gonna hit it up?
Oh yeah, man, totally.
Yeah, that's cool. Do they? Out of curiosity, they charge you extra your LCS for those SIGs, or it's
They
the same?
do. It's usually I want to say it's like $20 for all 5 or 6 issues, whatever the case may be. Let me know, man, if you're interested in that, or L, if you guys ever interested in title, and I can see if they're having the creators do a signature series.
Yeah, that's
I
cool,
wouldn't mind
man,
sending you guys some copies.
for sure. I didn't. So I didn't realize Batman Beyond was. So you're saying it was on hiatus for a bit?
I mean, for a long time, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it hadn't come out as far as like a new series like this in quite some time. I mean,
Hmm.
if you're digging uh like some of the older Batman issues, I know like I said, I know my brother JD has the older series, and I mean that happened so long ago. So to have something like this come into the fray and have DC putting out these titles, I'm all for it,
Mhm.
man.
Mhm. That's
Okay.
interesting. I'm gonna go with I probably will never look at this title again.
Oh.
Not that it was bad. It's just not. It's just not. But this page in hand is gorgeous. This splash page, this double splash,
Yeah.
fantastic. The art is fantastic. I'm just not. I think I'm kind of past the future state and like new. I'm kind of past that those titles at this point. I know this was a continuation of Urban Legends number. What is it? Number 7, or was it?
I saw the note in there. Yeah, like it
I knew that
jumped off
beforehand
the end.
going into it, so I
Yeah.
kind of already knew what the setup was, like where Bruce, like the situation with Bruce and all that stuff. But it's just, I read it. It was a book I read.
Brother JD, but also JP. One
There you go. There you go. Hey, that's what we're doing here in the house. You know, we're bringing the nerd
connections.
community together, man. I love it. I love to see it. So you weren't feeling it too much, Danielle?
Gorgeous book,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous book. But
Mm-hmm.
I probably will never read number 2.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Um, I'm gonna agree with you guys. The art was just super sick. Love the color palette. You know, that futuristic, the neons, right? It's got a bit of a BR 2049 vibe and feel to it, Blade Runner 2049, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I think this was the opening page, or might have been the second page, that splash one, the double page splash,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and just I was like, oh, okay, it's just gonna be one of those books where you just it's gorgeous, you're just staring, jaw dropping, so I love it. The color palette right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
um I'll say this. So I'm not caught up on the DC universe at all. Batman Beyond, any of the Batman books. Um, but I thought this was fairly easy to get into.
Hmm.
Not knowing what was going on. It's not a spoiler to say so Batman is dead, right? They don't go into too much detail, but they explain how he was killed. Um, So I dig that. I enjoy that. Not being well versed right now what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I understood what was happening. I wasn't confused. I didn't feel like I needed to necessarily read any of the other tie-ins or whatever. Would have been helpful, but I wasn't lost or confused. Gets into the story pretty easy. Um, for me, I want to pick up issue 2. So I don't pull any DC, but I want to pull this because
Hmm.
I'm interested. I like the future setting. The tech, the look, the feel. So for me, it's a cop. It's a cop, and yeah, it was pretty like easy cop for me. Like it wasn't even like borderline or anything. I had fun with this one, and curious to see where it goes. And I kind of almost like what's happening now. I kind of want to go back and read that time. What was it? The Future State 7, or whatever it
No,
was
it's
called.
Urban
Urban
Legend.
Legend.
Urban
Urban
Legend
Legend.
7.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah. So for me, it's a cop. For me, it's a cop. Yeah.
Who doesn't love Terry McGinnis being Batman's successor at that?
Hmm.
There was a couple of shots where it was all cheeks, and I was like, "This is gratuitous."
Oh
The
Lord, that was
cheeks were
before
gratuitous.
Yeah.
I'm
they
surprised you're saying that. I
they
thought
don't.
you all for
I
the
don't know.
cheeks.
Terry doesn't do it for me
Oh,
personally.
okay.
Yeah.
So the squats that he was doing was not
There was a couple scenes where he was like bending over, and I was like, "Oh, they really took time to make sure they curved out."
Hey, he
that
worked
part,
hard
right?
for the cheeks.
Mhm.
Why not?
Mhm. It's just, but have you seen Bruce Wayne what he looks like in future state? Chef's
No.
kiss. Chef's
Yeah.
kiss. So like for it to be like, oh, here's Terry. I'm like, oh, hey Terry, like get out of here. Where's Bruce?
Okay.
Even old man Bruce at that.
Oh man, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Elle, just calm down, girl. I hear it. I hear it in
not
her voice. She's
not
already like
Al
intrigued.
objectifying men.
Wow. This is supposed to be a family show, Al. Supposed to be a family
Do
show.
you so it's I guess both books are cops and
Yeah. So a cop, 2 out of 3, copping on Batman Beyond Neo Year #1. Pretty easy decision for me. Like I said, I think the biggest compliment I can give to the whole creative team is it makes me want to not only pick up issue 2, but like go in and look into the tie-ins and all that good stuff. And Aditya Bidikar, hey, one of our favorites, right?
mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
like this. I'm glad you included this panel.
Oh, this was my favorite.
Yeah,
The book opened before I had a chance to even read it, and I saw this,
yeah,
and I was like, "That's
yeah.
sick."
Yeah,
You
for sure.
know, just a nice way for the Aditya. The trachum in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's prominent, but it's not. The main focus is still. You know, the big explosion, the big fireball. It's great. I recommend this one. So 2 cops, 2 cops. Okay, not too shabby. Um, but I gotta man, these are drops for me. Both of them, Archie. Archie, come on now. Even west of sundown,
Archie, you gotta check it out, my brother.
man.
Check out that book.
Yeah, what's the sundown? And I think Al, you were saying Vault announced that they sold out on their first printing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Yeah,
this movie poster cover, for God's sakes, man.
man, that's honestly mint.
That
That's
A cover is just sick.
yeah, yeah.
And then the incentives that they had. I mean, just
Mm-hmm.
I'll use Elle's chef kisses because I was just in
Yeah.
love. I was just like, take my money.
Did you see the Suspiria one, the 1 in 10?
I sure did. I didn't only see it. I bought it.
Oh, you copped it, eh?
Oh yeah,
Nice,
yeah. You had
nice.
to pick that one up, man.
My shop they came in damaged, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple weeks for those bad boys for the replacements. But yeah, that's a
It'll be
nice
well
one.
worth it. Well
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
it.
Vault's doing big stuff. They
Mhm.
they don't they rarely miss. Oh, how does the second half of Copper Drop work? What are we doing now?
So in the second half is where I ask Sergio, how does the second half of Copper Drop work?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you
So
explain.
we both picked a new #1, and we're gonna pitch it to Steve, and Steve's gonna pick
Ooh.
which book we read for next week.
Okay. Okay, pretty straightforward. So typically we have the audience voting, but we got a guest. We got a guest. So, Steve, the power is in your hands, my man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's going first? Al.
Hold on, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I guess.
All right, let's do it. Thank you. It
Ooh.
gives me it gives me time to
You done did it.
add the
um,
poll here.
Let me just read the little synopsis
Mhm.
for Sandman Universe Nightmare Country #1. This is not the book I originally picked. I originally was gonna go with X-Men '92, but then I saw the interiors and I said, no, thank you. The Corinthian walks the earth again, one of Dream's greatest nightmares and a proven serial killer. When set free in the past, letting him loose on the world is a dangerous. Ooh, who wrote that sentence? It wasn't me, but. uh, so basically, it's a continuation of little side story in the Sandman universe.
Okay.
We got a serial killer using dreams to dark cat and mouse game, a net of nightmares that catches not just dreams but people who dream them, in a journey that crosses all the most terrifying corners of America. The collections of true crime aficionados, white supremacist militia camps, galleries specializing in the art of horror, and more. It's written by James T. Four. Go ahead and say it. Say it
Tinian. James Tinian the fourth.
JT4.
And with that, I'll see myself out.
Oh, I didn't even look at that. Look at these covers. Oh, the classic Sandman one. I think it's a Things from Another World exclusive.
Wow.
And
that's Simmons, yeah.
Yeah, this one is 25, and then they have one that has like the modern trade at the bottom, and that one's like $14.99. But like, why would you do that? Why would? And then it just looks really good, and the interiors are like watercolor ish. It looks really good.
It looks cool.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay.
Look at that, a tongue. I know you guys like that.
Mm-hmm. Is that a tongue coming out of the eye?
Yeah.
What in the? Okay.
He's hungry. Why don't you eat up and we'll tell you?
Wait, what?
Why don't you eat up and we'll tell you? It's like with the tongues all licking his eye around.
Oh man!
Oh, I thought you were saying heat up the tongue. I was like, what are you doing here? So are you picking my book?
Oh man! Moving on.
Yeah. So Sergio, I don't think you need to show the other book.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's see it, brother. I
all right, let's go. Are you ready, Elle? Boom.
Oh Lord,
good Lord. Town called Terror. Listen, folks, I've had my eye on this one for like since they announced it at the beginning of the year. Steve Niles, Simon Kudransky, who drew That Day, and he's working on Nita Ha's Nightmare blog right now. Dig his style. So the premise on this joint is Henry West is brutally kidnapped in the middle of the night while his wife, Julie, watches terrified. Henry awakens to the reality of his whereabouts, but Julie, with no evidence of the phantom crime, is unable to get help to search for him. A new series from the minds of cutting-edge horror creator Steve Niles. He's done 30 Days of Night, and Simon Kudransky. He's done Spawn, Punisher, among others. Man, just that premise and the creators involved. To me, it's a no-brainer. I like look at that art, bro.
Yeah, it's dark, dude.
The color palette, like Simon, he does some dope stuff. I'll be honest. His stuff on Nita Haas, it was a little jarring compared to the previous artists on that book, but like he's starting on this from the number one. It's his book. Man, yeah, looking forward to this.
Who put you on?
Previews World.
Yeah, El Dania World.
I don't think so much. Hey, listen, I give you credits when credit is due, but not this time. With Previews World announced this one. I was all over this from time, but yeah, this looks super dope. So I put up the poll in the live chats, even though Steve, he's the deciding factor here. I did put up the poll, just curious what the audience is thinking here. But Steve, the power is in your hands, my man. What are we going with? Are we going with A Town Called Terror number 1, or are we going with A Town Called Terror number 1?
Yeah. So there's a perfectly great explanation and a perfectly good answer for that, and the answer is both of them.
Get out of here.
I'm just kidding. Okay. I mean, I love both you guys for sure, dude. But Elle, I hope you're not mad at me, but I gotta go with The Town Called Terror.
So weird. What happened? So where's the poll?
Oh, you can't do it.
What's going on with the poll?
Wow. I
Oh
should
my
have
god.
expected that,
No,
but I didn't.
I already knew that was gonna happen, man.
Oh
I was
man.
like just waiting for it. It was like the Apple Dunk carnival ride. I was just like,
Yeah.
I mean, both. I'm. This is both of them are on my poll, 100%.
Mhm.
And in looking at both artwork, I like
Mhm.
Sandman because it's very dreamy,
Yeah.
and it's also it's just right up my alley. I read the last series that DC put out, and I like that. I'm trying to go back and watch read a lot of the original stuff because I missed it coming back into comics. But Steve Niles also, I've read his work as well, and he's also in that Mount Rushmore. Him and Cullen Bunn, like to
A
me,
legend, man. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Tim Steele.
yeah.
This artwork looks a little more up my alley. It's a lot more darker, um,
Mhm.
and I'm just excited. I would if you are an indie person and you wanted to bank off of something, Sandman for sure is for a fact because it's been optioned. You never know what's going to happen down the line. Maybe they take some of these stories that they're creating now, but A Town Called Terror to me looks like something new, something brand new.
Mhm.
Um, and also they have a ratio that's not even shown. It's already wish list. It's already sold. So
Okay.
the way I mean, I could be totally wrong on this, but usually when I see titles like with ratios that are gone, or even like their A's or B's, everything's just cleared out. I usually just double up on them just because you never know what kind of vision they have. What
Yeah.
Hollywood would possibly see if they read the book and whatnot. So for me, I'm going all in on this. I got A, B, C, and I'm not doing the incentive because that's a $50 incentive, and your boy don't got that kind of money, to be
I haven't
throwing that.
seen those ratio variants.
Yeah, they
Right?
don't have
Yeah.
picture for it. It's a 1 in
Oh.
50, so they don't have a
Oh.
picture for it
Okay.
yet. But it's if you go on Midtown, it's already been wish listed. I've
Wow.
checked other comic book sites, and that it's also been sold
See if I
out.
can get
So
my hands on that. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. You can't go wrong with either book. But yeah, this one, like I said, from the moment it was announced,
Mm.
I had my
So
eyes peeled. So
so let's be tell the truth. This was my copper drop pick for weeks ago, right? Weeks ago.
she called it like 6 months ago.
I
I'm like,
did.
you can't do that. You
So
can't.
so you didn't pick my book, but I still won. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel what you're putting down. I mean, you and I share in that same stature of 6 months looking ahead of this book because
Hmm.
shout outs to my girl Lucy, Mama Comic Lucy over in Nearing Nirvana. She's also a horror aficionado, man. I mean, she loves horror, and I think she really, um, in the comic community, when she had a show, Horror Tales by Lucy, and it was an awesome show. But she would also go over a lot of comics that would be coming out months in advance. Um, and this is one she told me about. So I mean, you're in good company, Elle. I mean, the ladies in our life, Sergio, they're telling us what the books to get, man.
It's wild. It's wild. Uh, Listen,
You just don't like anything he said.
yeah, I was gonna say,
You said it's wild.
Hmm.
man, Archie, he's not
We're
trying to
gonna
read
have
with
to
me.
get
He's just
him
like,
on.
I'm not reading
Let
anything
him
with
do a
him.
copper drop. Go ahead and
Oh,
pitch us 2 books.
Archie, both of them.
yeah, hey, I feel like that's a good idea. We gotta bring him on and yeah, have him pitch a couple
Yeah,
books.
man. I mean, what if
Archie, we're gonna hit you up in the DMs. We're gonna make that happen, man.
he's gonna
Oh
pitch the good
man.
ones, right?
Juan, that's not how it works. Okay, this is a battle to the death.
That's what I
Hmm.
thought. One.
You don't understand. There's a lot of animosity and tension between myself and Elle every time we play Copper Drop.
Hmm.
You yeah, this is a matter of life and death, homie.
I mean, copper drop has
There could
been
only
the
be one.
downfall of many empires.
I mean, you
Hmm.
ain't lying.
Hmm.
You ain't lying.
What was the famous a line? Elle?
uh.
You know, wrong,
Wait, because I was getting my throat.
wrong.
I was getting my throat ready to put some gumption in it.
Let me hit us with one time.
So good.
No. I'm just kidding, chill.
Hey Charles, good looking. It's pronounced Shimon Kudransky. Okay,
Okay.
okay, cool. Scatterbrain is that's your Kickstarter, no? Or am I thinking of something else? Is that correct, El?
No, his Kickstarter is not
Oh, I'm
that.
thinking something else. Okay, apologies, mixing that up. Did we ever get that link for his thing in the live chats?
Yeah, put it in the description.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Yeah,
Lonely City
I like
Apartment.
Lonely City. I
Hmm.
like it, and the covers are cute too.
Okay.
I like my Catwoman bones cracking when she jumps. You know.
Mhm.
God,
So,
God
so
bless
that's
him.
it, folks. We're reading next week. What name of the book? A Town Called Terror,
Oh.
number one. Uh, Steve went with the correct choice, but somehow Elle still ended up winning that
Mm.
through technicalities.
I won the hip hop battle. I
Oh
won the
no, 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 no,
freestyle
no.
battle. I won coffer drop. Wow.
But you
Man,
didn't win the breakdancing battle.
no,
No,
Steve took that
you.
one.
But
Steve
the
took that one.
aggressive head nodding, Sergio. You. Oh, and you know what? You know what? You guys are gonna we're gonna soundbite that rap. Sergio dropped some bars earlier.
What?
What?
Man, you're not soundbiting nothing, man. Get out of here.
You
Get
delete
out
the
of here.
video.
Hey, everybody in the live chats who came to hang out with us, thank you guys so much, man. You guys were live today. Make it a blast each and every week. We appreciate your support for real, man. You guys are, help to make this show so much fun. Before we get out of here, Steve,
Yes, sir.
plug your dope channel, the things you're doing, man. What do you guys got cooking? What's happening?
Oh man, so tomorrow, man, we got behind the cosplay. My brother Eric the Phoenix usually heads this, but he will be out on vacacion. So we got Alonzo, you got my man Cyclops, who will be joining. We will be with Sin in disguise. So she's gonna be going over her cosplay. She does an awesome gambit. A lot of the things that we try to do, again, we're trying to kind of look at all encompassing things, and cosplayers, I don't feel like they get as much shine, and they probably read just as many comic books to kind of get their
Hmm.
vision and stuff like
Hmm.
that. We definitely want to pick her brain, see how she started, where she's at, what's the next couple of cons that she's going to be visiting, and maybe just dig in a little, you
Sergio's
know,
cosplaying right
around.
now.
One, we're
A
already friends,
little
but
a
you know,
little league of their own, if you will.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man, that's
Blue Jays,
it.
baby.
Yeah, man. And then
Football league here.
other than that, man, I think we have that show, and then on Thursday, man, we're gonna have Mondo Mail Call show with our guest Evil Mike. So definitely come on there. I love the Mondo Mail Call shows because it really gives us a great aspect and a little interest on people in the community, so you get to know them a little bit better. We have a versus segment, and I think that versus segment kind of pits them between their loves, so they have to choose between the right or the left. And on top of that, I know you guys are going to be appearing too, guys. So be on the lookout for that next Thursday. You got the House of Nerd.
Oh, we're coming on, bro.
Yeah, you guys are
You're still
coming
gonna
up,
have
man.
us on despite our shenanigans. Real
Oh
one.
yeah, man.
Real
I think
one.
this. I think this will be the one of the better ones, man, because you guys go back and forth, and I love you guys' witty banter. I love the
Oh
energy,
man.
and I love what you guys are doing here for sure.
Hey, that's big time. I appreciate it, man. Digging what you're doing as well too over at Nerd Herd. So I know you got the anime show on Mondays. I don't watch anime at all. Never got into it, like even a bit. So I don't really tune into that too often. But your Thursday show is fun, man. A whole lot of fun. So definitely, anybody for those watching, if you're not already, check out the Team Nerd Herd channel.
7
Subscribe.
p.m.
7:30
They're
or
doing fun
7.
stuff.
7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Fanime Talk on Mondays. Fanime Talk's broken into three sections. So you got Fanime Talk, you got the Chibi Tales, which also has people from the community to come in, talk about how they got into anime, how they started reading manga, and then you got Behind the Costume. So that's Behind the Cosplay. That's another installment into Fanime Talk. So
There
Fanime
you
Talk
go.
is usually around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right there. What Ruben said. No, 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 don't do that, Al. Don't do that, ma'am.
Yeah,
Right?
Death Note is one of my favorites.
Get out of here. You see
You know,
that?
you know
That's a
what?
good
I
prime example.
Somebody's about to get their name written.
Mm.
And
Wow.
he's not going to get it because he doesn't watch or read.
Wow. I get it. I
Oh,
get
you
it.
get it?
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
You
I
get
get
it?
it. You see, Ruben? We're gonna tag Ruben. We gotta figure out a way to stop bullying 2022. Hey, cyberbullying is a real hey, yo. I
after
understand
you.
how many times we end the show and just tears, yo, like internal, like
I'm not gonna
sometimes.
lie, I cried when I got shown
Oh
my
my
way out.
god, yo, I know. Hey
For sure,
man,
one. The first half is better than the second half.
uh, Steve, thank you so much for coming through,
Thank
and
you
we're
guys.
definitely looking forward to hanging out on your show in a couple weeks time, my man. Um, and we're gonna ask you, uh, you know, after you've read A Town Called Terror number one, hit us with like a 1 or 2 minute video submission of your thoughts. Let us know about your copper drop pick, and we're curious to see and hear your thoughts next week, my man.
Oh, dude, I will be on it, man. You'll get my full report.
That's awesome, brother.
And
And
we have Chuck Charles will be on next week to talk about his Kickstarter. And on the 22nd, I think we're doing your show the 21st.
Yes, you are
And
Thursday.
on the 22nd, we have our thing. Do we have a name for it?
yeah,
Oh, it's the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of the channel. So we're having
Ooh,
a late night drinks and shenanigans stream, playing some games, drinking,
playing
so
some R
basically,
and
what I
B.
was saying, if you think she's
some
a bully
R&B.
now,
It's your
wait until she
anniversary.
gets a few drinks in her, and then you're gonna see the cyberbullying taken up to extreme levels. So we're
Yup.
gonna have a little fun with that. It's basically like open bar, and come hang out with us. It's a Friday night, right? Al? The twenty
We
second, you
got
said.
some people coming through. People
Mhm.
who are shy,
Mhm.
Inja, and but we got some people coming through. It's gonna be fun.
And who else? Fresh Princess,
Tara, yeah,
Tara,
Ooh,
Anika,
and it's gonna be
all the
fun, man.
greats, all the
It's
greats.
gonna be fun, yeah, for sure. If you're still here and you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, smash it, if you will. Be aggressive with it. Just really just just exactly. Just you know. Uh, oh, hey, you're not gonna throw that one up, Huh? Cyber terrorism.
I'm a fun drunk. I'm not a mean drunk. I'm a fun drunk.
Oh
I
man.
The
told
lie
the
detector
guy.
determined that was a lie.
Stupid. You've been sitting on that for time. You said.
Oh, you couldn't have put it at a perfect time.
Steve, don't laugh because now I'm never gonna. This. You know what? Keep
Oh,
giggling, Sergio. It's going right into your giggle reel.
Oh my god, I'm
hey,
dying, guy.
I've been sitting on that one for
Yeah.
a minute, folks. I walked right into that.
Oh my
So, folks,
god.
so tune in a couple weeks' time, Friday, April. What was it, 22nd, man?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
we're all gonna hang out, drinks, bullshit, cyberbullying, galore. Uh, that's it, folks, man. We had a great time with you guys. Uh, we go live, each and every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Had a blast with you guys. Thank you so much, man. You guys are an amazing community. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, you're gonna say bye bye?
Bye.
Okay, bye. See you.